Bailey Dawn, first in today. You're in a lot first. I like that. Welcome in, welcome in. Happy Sunday. Hey, Appeasy, you're first over on the tube. You got it. Hey, Dewey. Hey, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. Happy Sunday. Layla, thank you. I love you too. Hi, Allure. Dewey, you were second. You were. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Sunday. Thank you for choosing to come hang with me, where you could be anywhere on this fine Sunday. Thank you, thank you. All right, we just need a couple more folk, and then we'll get into the Diava SmackDown song, because you know we got to play our theme song here. Oh, we hit the 100 threshold. Here we go.
Waiting for MAGA to enter the door. With a this and a that and a sheepish grin. Look out, MAGA, she's about to begin. She's got moxie, it runs through her soul. She's the queen of SmackDown, yeah, it's her role. She invites the MAGA to challenge her fight. Careful where you tread, cause she's got bite. Come see Diava, the crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong, she's a force to see.
Diava is the badass of SmackDown Queens.
MAGA tries to argue, but they have no wit. Diava hit him with facts when they start talking shit. Your logic's a mess, your facts are weak. Go step aside, boo, I've got truth to speak. She's got a heart of gold, but her force is steel. Don't ever talk over her, cause she'll make you squeal. From Twitter to TikTok, she's roaming the streets. Diava's got game, and she's hard to beat. See Diava, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong, she's a force to see.
Diava is the badass of SmackDown Queens.
She's got a megaphone and a platform to preach. Running a show in the TikTok streets. Equality for all and respect for her crew.
Come meet Sir Val and Gemma the Jew.
With maggots in the corner, looking kind of small as they stumble over word and begin the free fall. Diava delivers the end game stunner. She says,
Oh, look, we have a runner.
Diava, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong. She's a force to see.
Diava is the badass of SmackDown Queens.
So raise up our glasses and give her a follow. Come see her make all the MAGA twits swallow. With her wit and her wisdom, she's got game. Diava's a legend, and we all know her name.
Stop being so emotional. That is for you, MAGA, especially you, MAGA men, the most emotional creatures to ever walk the planet. Holy moly. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit that guest request. Come on up. I'm going to bring up my backup account, and then we're going to get right into it. I want Trump supporters to come. I want to know why you still support Trump. Why? Yeah, we know smart people don't like him because he said he loves the poorly educated. Like, duh. All right, let me bring up my backup account. Make sure you guys are following my backup account just in case, you know, with the new terms of service starting today, we got to be careful. So make sure you're all following my backup account to err on the side of caution. All right, let's get into it. Let me bring up our first guest here. All right. Fletcher, hi, did you vote for Trump? Huh?
Sorry, I'm wearing my AirPods. Can you hear me?
I can now, yes. Did you vote for Trump?
Well, I have two phonies, so I couldn't vote, but I support Trump, and I would have voted for him.
Okay. I'm a no vote, no voice. Sorry. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. It is amazing, though. You couldn't vote, but a felon could be president. Lol, John, did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Okay. How old are you, and what state did you vote in?
2022, and I voted Missouri.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you still support Trump? That's what the background says.
I think he's better than a lot of women that would try to run for president. I think he's been a higher power. So.
Huh?
Men are highly more valuable than women. So. Yeah.
Yeah. You can take your little insecure self out of here. Nobody cares. That's because women are far superior to men. That's okay. You know who's the most educated in this country? Black women. All hail the queens. Little white-pilled incels can't even measure up. So you have to tell yourself you're superior to women, even though you are not. In any way. I'm going to cover my screen for a second. Okay, felt like I was a little blurry, so I wiped my screen. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Any men who says they're superior to women are insecure. That's it. Will Trump go to heaven? Well, I don't answer questions from the comment section, so if you want to come up here and ask me that question, I'll be happy to answer you. But I don't take questions from cowards that don't have the courage to come up and just talk to me. We're here for conversation, so hit the guest request. I'm pretty sure God's a woman anyway, because we're the only ones, we're the givers of life. So the Dark Witch, did you vote for Trump? I'm guessing that was a tapping error, especially based on the name. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on over. Come on up. Let's chat. Come on up. Trump, love Trump, Trump. Stand up, you get a mute. You've been invited. You know what you have to just hit the guest request and you can come up. I already know that women are superior because we're the life givers. I confused you, Brian? Good. The Dark Witch, did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought it was a tapping error. Press back up. I'll bring you right up. I'm so sorry. I thought there was silence. So I thought it was another tapping error. Please request back up. I'll bring you right up. I'm so sorry. People accidentally hit all the time, especially if they don't answer right away. They didn't mean to. Why aren't you requesting back up? There you go. Nope, it's not him. Okay. Oh, there you are. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. You voted for Trump?
Yes, I did. And I have a question for you.
Okay, how old are you and what state did you vote in?
I'm over 18 and I live in the USA. Why do you support the Democrats? What have they done for you in the past since Trump got in?
Since Trump got in, we don't have any power right now. We don't have the House, the Senate, or any power position. So what do you mean? What are they supposed to do if they have no power? Huh?
Well, you support them. What have they done?
They have no power. Dude, stop eating your fucking microphone. They have no power. They don't have the majority in the Senate, the House. They don't have the presidency. What are they supposed to do? But before that, I'll answer your question. The Democrats, the reason why we have a 40-hour work week and unions, the Democrats did the Affordable Care Act, and the only way I had health insurance for many, many years. The Family Medical Leave Act that Bill Clinton did helped me whenever I had my babies be able to not lose my job and have my job when I came back. Democrats have done a lot of things in this country that have helped me personally. Joe Biden invested in infrastructure. I got all new water pipes in my neighborhood, and I got new fiber optic cabling in my neighborhood directly from the infrastructure package. So directly, Even though my student loans didn't get forgiven because the Republicans fought it and got it overturned, a lot of people did get theirs done. And I do have veterans in my family, and the PACT Act that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris passed helped veterans, specifically like my brother, who were over in the Middle East. He was in Operation Gulf, I think it was Gulf Storm. Anyway, where they were exposed to toxic burn pits and stuff like that. So specifically, has helped me and people in my family. And they didn't go around kidnapping people off the streets and throwing them in internment camps. I've invited you to unmute. Come on, get him. Sorry. I have the Cowboys game going in the background. There's literally 4 points with 32 seconds left. We just took the lead from New York Giants.
Who cares about the Cowboys? What about infrastructure? What infrastructure's been done?
I told you that,
I used to work in that industry. I still have time.
dude, are you in the bottom of the ocean? Because we can't fucking hear you.
Oh my God.
There you go. That's better. That's better. That's better. It sounded like you're at the bottom of the ocean. That's better. I can hear you. You're back to being muffled again. Stop doing what you were doing. You're back muffled again. We can't hear you again.
Oh my God.
You keep covering.
Is this better?
Yes, you keep covering your microphone with something every time you go to speak.
Is this better?
Yes. But turn down your TV.
Okay. Once again, what did they do with the infrastructure? Nothing.
Yes, they have.
Nothing.
I just told you I got all cleared. Shit. Shit. Ah!
Whatever. It's your family. Yeah, your family. Your family.
No, if there's an interactive map, if you go look at Left, thank you for subscribing. If you go look at the interactive map about the infrastructure package, it shows you every single infrastructure program that's going around in the country. And it's so fucking good that Donald Trump is now replacing the signs that says thank you to Joe Biden's infrastructure package. And he's taking Joe Biden's name off and putting his name on because they're so fucking good. Go look.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that what your Democrat news stations tell you?
No, it's called facts.
I figured that.
It's called facts.
TikTok news. Is that what TikTok news is?
No. Nope.
Facts.
No.
There's no facts with you Democrats.
That everything I just told you.
They wanted to do a prayer the other day on the House floor. Big Mouth Gatsby Crockett said no.
And you know why?
Explain that.
I can. Because they just had a moment of prayer. Shut up.
No, you can't.
I can tell you if you shut your fucking pie hole. I don't allow men to speak over with me, so I'll go ahead and put a sock in your mouth.
You don't know your ass from a hole in the ground.
Dude, they had a moment of silence where everyone could say their prayers or whatever they wanted to do. And then they were getting back to business. This was not a person in government. This was not a former president. Absolutely not. They don't do this for children when they're pupilled in school. There's a separation of church and state, supposedly. So there didn't need to be. Each individual person could say their own prayer if they wanted to. It's not necessary on the House floor. Yeah, we have a flash goal. I need 40 different people to send one heart me. Especially from fake ass Christians like the Republican Party, the current Republican Party, or MAGA, because they are not Christian. They don't serve Christ. They don't follow Christ's teachings at all. They just use his name to bludgeon other people and take away people's rights and be hateful. You can unmute. Hey, Val. Come on, Archie Bunker, you can do it. Are you going to unmute your mic? I can't unmute it for you. I invited you to unmute where it says, host has invited you to unmute. You just have to accept the invite. You don't even have to know where the mute button is. Okay. We'll just go ahead and move on. He's probably still screaming at his phone. Billy, did you vote for Trump? All right. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
California, 21.
Okay.
So I got a question.
Sure.
So what was the whole all new Republicans aren't really Christians?
No, because they don't follow the teachings of Christ. They do absolutely everything opposite of what the Bible says. Literally.
I would like to know why Charlie Kirk got shot by a Democrat.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
What?
It wasn't. He was from a white, conservative, gun-toting, Mormon Christian family, where his grandmother came out on the to the Daily Mail and told him that she said that every single member of this family is MAGA. There's no one that's not MAGA. Like almost like she was insulted that they were insinuating they were left-leaning. He was a groyper. Do you know what a groyper is?
Yeah, but you can go ahead and explain it.
It's a far right. They're even farther right than MAGA. And they follow their leader, I guess you could say, is Nick Fuentes. And they didn't like Charlie. They didn't like CK. Okay. They didn't like him because they didn't think he was extreme enough. And so they had a beef that's been going since 2019. And you guys need to stop lying that it is us. The left is not violent. Okay. We didn't storm the Capitol after we lost an election. We didn't rub our shit all over the walls of the Capitol. We didn't beat police officers. That was you guys.
Yeah, you guys did. You didn't see Republicans going around doing that. Okay, who shot at
January 6th. January 6th. January 6th. January 6th. Acknowledge what I'm saying. You're not just going to keep talking.
Well, I got a question.
No, answer my question. What about January 6th?
That was you guys that were going around to that damn
Okay. All right. You're a fucking idiot. Get out of here. I'm not playing with a 21-year-old. No. When you were fucking, what, 15, 16, whatever. I'm not absolute potato. No. Republicans. It was Democrats. We won. So we wanted to get in and stop the election from happening to give it to Donald Trump because we won. You people make no fucking sense. Jesus Christ. So dumb. So Trump pardoned all Democrats because he pardoned all the J6ers. They were all Democrats? You're saying Donald Trump did? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I mean, that's news to me that Donald Trump pardoned all Democrats. Don, thank you for the $1 Cash App. I'm here for another day of education. You rock. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yep, we pulled out our Confederate flags and waved them everywhere, and our Jesus flags and our MAGA flags, and we went out there and tried to stop the election from being certified that we won. Yeah, you guys make a lot of sense, man. You guys are fucking brilliant. Oh my God. Did we just tie the game? Okay, I'm watching the Cowboy Giants game in the background. Sorry. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Let's go. Oh my God, we just tied the game. Suzette, hi, did you vote for Trump?
So I just want to say something.
No. Answer my.
It's not.
You have a wicked echo, and if you didn't vote for Trump, I'm not looking for you. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Oh my God, it's overtime. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Let's go. Newsom is trash. I don't live in California. I live in Florida. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. There's over 900 people in here. I know there's Trump voters in here, so get your coward asses up here. Let's go. Somebody in the comment section is like, Newsom. I'm like, I don't live in California, so it doesn't affect me. My governor's trash. Fucking just shit stain. I hate this fucker. He's so horrible. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Look at all of you. Look at all of you cowards in the comment section, and not one of you will come up. Not one of you. So scared of a conversation because you know you can't defend this shit. You know you can't, which is why you don't try. Because you can't. Liberals are not lost, and Jesus doesn't love me. Who's Jesus? Is he cute? I mean, I've dated a Juan and a Julio before, but never a Jesus. But if he's cute, send him my way. If you hit the guest request, okay, you denied my request, you get the mute. Bye. If you're going to be a coward, I don't have any time for you just going through my Jesus loves you, keep your shit to yourself. Don't shove your religion down my throat. You cannot be a Trump supporter and a true follower of Christ, so you're just a fake Christian. So your Jesus is not anything I want any part of. Thank you. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. I'll pray for you. Yeah, pray for me. Shove your religion down your throat. Put something on me that I asked you not to do. That seems like a true Christian right there. True Christian. I'll pray for you whether you like it or not. Fucking psycho. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. I'm waiting for a Trump supporter to come up and tell me why you still support him. They are rapists. Jesus would have been ashamed. Jesus would have been knocking over the motherfucking tables with this MAGA party. Oh, no. Jesus would be like, oh, I rebuke you. Don't use my name. Good Lord, no, don't use my name. Oh, no. You guys diddle children. You guys cover up for people who diddle children. You guys take money away from children's food. You take lunches away from children. You take money and healthcare away from poor people. Ew, you are not me. You do not follow me. No. Don't use my name. Don't use my name. Get my name out your mouth. Get my name out your mouth. Yeah, because Jesus said to feed the poor, not take away their SNAP benefits. To take care of the infirmed, not rip their health care away. You guys don't know Jesus either. Not the Jesus I was raised with. You don't know. You don't serve that one. You serve this white MAGA Jesus that don't exist. This hateful MAGA Jesus where you use your God to hurt other people and to take away other people's rights. You think Jesus said that? Get off your ass and pay for it yourself. When those people were hungry, when he took the bread and fishes and he divided them up amongst the crowd, do you think he said, get off your ass and work for it, bitch? I ain't going to give you no fucking food. You don't need no bread, no fish. Go work for it. You go work for it, and then you come back and then I'll give you some. Yeah, that sounds like Jesus. That sounds just like Jesus of Nazareth. I'd rather have a foul mouth than a hateful heart. Jesus was a refugee from Palestine. You guys would have rounded his ass up and deported him. You guys are fake as fuck. You would have told Mary, oh, you're pregnant with a baby. We ain't got no room for you. I ain't even got a barn. You need to get you off your ass and work for it. I don't spew hate. I spew truth, and you don't like it. Because you know that what you're doing is against the Bible. The Bible you preach, that you follow, and you're fucking hypocrites. Miss me with that bullshit. thank you for the ice cream sundae. Thank you, Lena. What a beautiful name. But yeah, I mean, I was raised evangelical Christian, and the reason why I'm a liberal is because I listened. We sang, Jesus loves the little children of the world, all the children of the world, red and yellow, black and white, they are precious in his sight. We all sang it, right? And now y'all want to throw them out of the country, and you want to demonize them, that they're all unalivers and rapists and they're horrible people. Heaven's not going to be segregated. If you can't live in this country with people of all religions and races and colors and ethnicities, there won't be a place in heaven for you. You can't live here on earth peacefully? You think you have a shot? No. You do not. I was taught to feed the hungry. If somebody's hungry, feed them. You don't take away their SNAP benefits to give money to billionaires. What does the Bible say about rich people? A camel has more of a chance of getting through an eye of a needle than a rich person getting into heaven. So why are we feeding the billionaires more and more and more and more money? You think there's a separate MAGA heaven? A separate white heaven for you? No. If you're demonizing immigrants and you're demonizing people of color and you're saying things about people of color here on earth, you have no shot, no matter how many rules you try to follow. Heaven's not going to be segregated. You cannot be pro-life and take away people's food and health care. You're just pro-forced birth. You're just pro-controlling women. If you cared about the life, you would care about the life after it's out of the womb. Once it's out of the womb, you're like, fuck them if their parents are poor. There is nothing Christ-like about you. And maybe I'm holding a mirror up to you and you don't like it. But here's your mirror, bitch. Just because going to church doesn't make you a Christian any more than standing in your garage makes you a car. You're supposed to live. My mom and dad taught me growing up as an evangelical Christian that people should see Christ through you by the way you treat people and by your fruits. You can't be giving rotten fruits into the world and expect people to see Christ in you, because all we see is hatred. All we see is judgment. I want to belong to the Church of Diava. Thank you for coming to my Sunday service. I'm so sick of the fake Christians. I'm so sick of them. I have them in my family. The family that raised me are now Trumpers, doing completely opposite of how they raised me. It's the fucking hypocrisy that just drives me nuts. Megan, you vote for? Yeah. And now I'm the raging liberal because I care about the poor and I care about the immigrant. The Bible says welcome the immigrant as a citizen because you were once an immigrant in the land of Egypt. You guys forget all about that. You just cherry pick the Bible to harm people. That was a typical MAGA, just so you know. You know, God made them too, right? If we're all made in God's image, so are people of color. So are immigrants. Fucking idiots. Hey, Val.
Oh, hello. I didn't know What's up?
Well, I wasn't going to bring you up, but I have no Trump supporters coming up, so I figured I would bring up my co-host and talk because
Watching the backwards pass here.
I know I'm watching the game behind my phone is the game. Go. Oh, no. Ugh. Linda, thank you for the $3 Venmo. A $3 challenge for all us ladies with our nasty ass motherfucking mouths. Cunts unite. Yes. All right. Linda is doing a $3 challenge for you little foul mouth ladies. Cash App, Venmo, Diaba Talks right here on the blue banner. Challenging everyone to send $3 for bad mouth ladies unite. Hell yeah. They say cursing is a sign of intelligence, and I must be a genius level. God is a woman, and she is not happy. Panhandler. Nope. Panhandler be like, please, alms for the poor. I need money to feed my kids tonight. Please. Somebody issuing a challenge for everyone to send $3 is not panhandling, but thank you for asking. And you're also a coward because you're not requesting it. Otherwise, you'd get in and talk to me. But you're just a scared little boy. Cash App and Venmo are both the same. It just has a $sign in front of it. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request.
I'll talk to you.
Oh, there you are. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
I'm 58, New Jersey.
All right.
What do you got?
Why do you say I'm panhandling?
Because you're taking money from people you don't even know. And this is a side hustle for you.
No, this is my actual job.
This is a job?
Yeah, I do it every single day, 7 days a week from 4 to 7 p.m. Eastern, every single day, 7 days a week, not even Monday through Friday, literally 7 days a week. Yep.
You never heard of a microeconomy?
You flap your gums?
Have you never heard of a microeconomy?
I've heard of a micro penis from a microeconomy guy.
Oh, so insults is going to be your way.
No, just logic.
Yeah, logic. What is my job?
Your job is muckraking in the wrong direction.
No, my job is called educating and entertaining.
Muckraking is a word, pal. Look it up.
Education and entertainment. Do people get paid to educate and entertain? And debate?
There's
and
nothing
debate?
Educational or entertaining about the stupidity coming out of your mouth.
Oh, I am educating. I educate all the time because most Trump supporters don't know how bills work. They don't know how anything works. They think Biden gave too much money to Ukraine. They don't know who holds the purse. They don't know anything. So I educate them on a daily basis, even though they don't usually retain it.
Nah, I don't think you do. I think Charlie Kirk did, but I don't.
Oh, wait a minute. He got paid to debate. Do you don't think he should have gotten paid to debate?
You got paid to do the exact same thing.
Him and I had him. No. Shh. Him and I have the same job. I debate people, but I debate adults, not kids. But I do debate. We both debated people for a living. Should he not have gotten paid? I'll invite you to tell me. Answer that question.
He started in this very same type of form.
Debate. Yep.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to make it.
No, I didn't say I was going to make it or be as big as him because I don't care. I'm asking, do you think he shouldn't have gotten paid? Because that wasn't a real job.
He paid in and put money.
No.
He's got 1,000 employees.
No. But he still gets paid to debate.
He's
And I have. Hey, guess what? Guess how many employees I have?
How many do you have?
I have 45,000 employees that follow me and they pay me to come here every day. Thank you.
That's not the same.
It is, hun. Jenna, thank you for the $3 for the $3 challenge. Bad ladies unite. Don, thank you for the $3 for one genius bad mouth to another. Fuck them. Yeah.
You mean like you are right now?
What am I saying?
You know, you're like the king of spin up here right now.
Well, I'm not spinning
You're
anything.
acting like Charlie Kirk was some kind of respected within his own party when it was his own party that tried to take him out.
Yep.
No, it wasn't.
Leah, thank you for the $3. Leah, nope, you're not going to spew misinformation. Leah, thank you for the $3. Fuck yeah. If you want to help support my non-job, Cash App Venmo right here on the blue. Thanks. His family he was a white Christian, Mormon, gun-toting MAGA family. He was not a leftist, my buddy. He was a groiper, which is even far righter than MAGA. And they had a beef with Charlie Cook, and they have Charlie Kirk, and they have since 2019. Get your facts straight. Don't come up here spewing nonsense.
Kyle was living in sin.
His name is
with a
Tyler.
trans-
Tyler.
Statement too. That is a
Tyler.
false statement too.
It's not a false statement.
Yes,
It has not been corroborated. No one has
No,
verified that
it's been more than
story.
It's been more than corroborated that the person that they're trying to spin this to has no connection to that community.
That's just, you know what that is? That's the right trying. Okay, let me just say two things. That's the right trying to make this be a Democrat. I mean, they're trying to so hard because it's one of their own. Okay, he was more extreme than MAGA. And let's just say, even if his roommate, whatever, was transgender, that has nothing, but it has nothing to do with the person who did the deed. It still has nothing to do.
But still, Diabo, we're giving him credence by saying that. No, it's already been proven. This man has no input with that community at all.
And I'm interested that you said Kyle, because I do distinctly remember that CK did a huge fanfare with fireworks introducing Kyle Rittenhouse on the stage to a standing ovation. He took people's lives too. So you saying Kyle was kind of pretty apropos, because you guys actually celebrated someone who unalived people. And so did CPAC. Nadine, thank you for the $3. Release the files. Yes. Kim, thank you for the $10 for your non-job. Gladly pay for your knowledge. Thank you, Kim. So would you like to tell me again?
Explain that someone in your family went the wrong way to Trump, and that whatever his name, Tyler, went the wrong way and went trans.
He's not.
I'm going to drop him.
Yeah, if you say it one more time, we're yeah.
Statement.
Okay. He's doing it on purpose. He said it again just to be an asshole. So we'll see. We'll take the trash out. It's okay. It's trash day up in here. He was not transgender. He was not. He has no affiliation with that. Stop it. It is the right politics that are trying to make this person part of that community, because it blows their narrative that this is a Democrat and this is a left-wing lunatic. It is not true. So cut it out. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request and come on up and release the e-files. Oh, I want to look something up real quick. I saw a thing. Did the Epstein?
Yeah, so everybody knows the kid that this was actually said about is actually a real person, and he is actually the person that the parents that came to the parents that worked with to actually turn this man in.
Yes, he's the one who let him look at his Discord server and take the photos of the comments.
The messages and everything else. He has zero anything on social media, anything that he's done that puts him as even LGBTQI. Okay? This rhetoric is hurting this kid. He's getting unaliving threats.
Because the right is violent.
Right. He's getting unaliving threats and all this stuff. And when this is all over, said and done with, from the people in government that put this out, if he doesn't, I mean, he's already being pushed to actually go after these people legally because he has no part of that community. This is absolutely nuts. When y'all have to go so far.
Yep.
To make somebody something that they're not. You may want to go look in the damn mirror.
It's just because Trump is saying that it's a left-wing lunatic. Fox News is saying it's a left-wing lunatic. Everyone's saying it's a left-wing lunatic. It's MAGA on MAGA crime, and they blame the Democrats. It makes no sense. They come in my comment section saying, you guys have, it's your fault and all this stuff. I'm like, I didn't do anything. Oh, I'm going to change my background for just a second. Because this is what it is right here.
That is so true.
Because wasn't Nancy Mace all up in arms and like screaming? And then as soon as there turned out to be a white MAGA dude, they're like, well, he was mental illness. It's always mental illness for the white boys. But if it's a black or brown person, they're a thug. The fucking governor of Utah. We prayed it was someone else. We prayed it was from some other country or another state. We were hoping and praying it wasn't one of ours. Yeah, we know. They wanted it to be a transgender person. They wanted it to be a person of color. They wanted it to be an immigrant, probably worse than anything. Worse than anything. Oh, Josh, where'd you go? Just didn't want it to be one of us. It was one of you, bitch. Now what do you do? The host is an issue? Why am I an issue? Come do tell. I invited you up. Come do tell. I'm very hateful? No. Nope, I'm not hateful. I'm just spewing facts and you don't like it. That's different. Ren, waste thank you for the $10 waste management services. Thank you for taking the trash out. Oh my God, that was funny. Stanley.
I just think that you're causing the same issue.
You don't even go here. What the fuck are you talking about? Get the hell out of here.
We are causing the same issue. Dude, take your British MAGA ass out of here.
Leave our country alone. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Marciela. Oh, what a beautiful name. I hope I'm saying it properly. Marciela, thank you for the $50 Cash App. Thank you for your honesty and your knowledge. Thank you so much. That is so generous. Thank you. I really appreciate the support, Marciela. Love that name. Gorgeous name. I hope I'm saying it right. That is a beautiful name. Thank you so much. They're called BRAGA, British MAGA. Easiest debate ever. You didn't get to debate. You don't go here. If you guys want Trump so bad, take him. We'll give him to you free of charge.
No. We'll work together with the British. We will send both y'all to an island and let y'all figure it out. Good luck.
There you go. Yeah, W to all the gifters. Thank you so much, everybody. That's been so generous. Thank you. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Like, I would never go to a British live or an English live or whatever for people in England or the UK, whatever. I would never go to their lives and have the unmitigated gall, the caucasity, to request to give my opinions on their government. I don't get it. Oh, there you, Marcy. Okay, thank you. I appreciate you. Wasn't there protests in UK today? Well, I didn't know you weren't from here. You're sitting in an American Live where we're talking about Trump. My background is, why do you support Trump? So I'm assuming that you're a Trump voter. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Oh my God, the Cowboys just won. Yes! Woo! How about them Cowboys? We don't have a lot to be excited about, y'all, so just give me a minute. Woo! I should have worn my Cowboys jersey.
Can't be starting no bad luck now.
Oh, okay, that's true. Thank you, Rare Princess. Stochastic terrorism. Yeah, I could talk about that for a second. I actually have a slide for that. You guys know I have a background for everything. I do lots of homework outside of this app. Hold on. Let me go back and find it. Here it is. Stochastic terrorism is the use of mass communications to incite lone wolves to carry out unpredictable violent acts. The stochastic T is certain that his inflammatory rhetoric will rile up violence. He just does not know exactly what will happen or who will do it or where or when. That's stochastic T. They don't do it themselves, but they know that these lone wolves, these incels, these lonely, these groups, these fringe people, these people that are, a little bit farther right, will just do it for them. And yes, he has been doing it for years. Mr. DJ, do you vote for Trump?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Thanks for coming. Looking for Trump supporters only. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. If you voted for Trump, hit the guest request. Okay, y'all, my live goal today is the one coin cocktail. Would you guys like to buy me a cocktail? For a penny? That's my live gift goal. I picked the cocktail. I hadn't seen that one before. I think it's new.
Sassy hui.
Okay. You got milk running off your chin. What the fuck was that? I might black out after 1,000, maybe. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Feed us, delete us. Oh, y'all getting me wasted over here. That was a spell. Sussy Kui? What? Sussy who? Sussy wee? Sussy coo? Oh, thank you. Look at that. I've never seen that. Thank you so much. That was so cute. Leftist Fat. Thank you for the animal band. That was so cute. I had to go back and look and see who sent that. That was super cute. Thank you guys for helping me with my live gift goal. That was cute, wasn't it? That was adorable. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit that guest request. There's almost 900 people in here. I know there's Trump supporters in here, so get out of the comment section and get up here and talk. All right, baby's got mama's phone, right? Oh, thank you for the corgi, La Cha-Cha. Chris, thank you for the $10. Educating boomer MAGAs what their psychotic grandkids are plotting online. Thank you, Chris. Thank you so much, and thank you for the corgi butt. That was cute. You gave me potatoes because I call people potatoes. That's true.
You notice how they hide our favorite gifts from us when we go to redo?
What'd you say?
You notice how they hide our favorite gifts from us when we go to redo our goals?
Yep.
I'm like, man, where'd it go?
I do too. I'm like, I was just here. Thank you for the money gun, Leftist Bat. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. I'd like to chat with you. I'd like to know why you still support this guy. Biden wasn't running. No. I didn't vote for Biden.
I will say I voted for him.
No, I mean, I voted for him. Yeah, no, in 2016, yes. Or 2020. 2020, sorry. Good Lord. But Biden wasn't on the ticket this time. But anyway, hit the guest request coming up. Yes, Cowboys won. Whoop, whoop. Thank you, Maui Wise. Hello, my friend. I love you. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit that guest request. Let's go. If RFK? Would I have voted for RFK? No. Have you seen how he's decimated the CDC? Fuck no. Absolutely not.
Would I have voted for RFK?
Brainworm? No.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, they bailed on Chicago. They're not sending the National Guard there anymore. He's like, the governor doesn't want us. Yeah, they saw the resistance. They're like, okay, we'll go to Memphis because they know the Tennessee governor will let him in. Brainworm for president. Yeah, I can see that. Great idea, guys. Great idea. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Best man for the job. Who was the best man for the job?
I think I've figured out the goal of MAGA. MAGA's goal is to make every situation worse.
Yeah. I don't care if RFK was a Democrat. He's crazy. His whole family came out and said, do not vote for this guy. He's fucking nuts. No. I don't care if he's a Democrat. He was not a good person.
See, this is y'all's thinking that we care that they're Democrats or whatever.
We care about their character.
Yeah, exactly. we don't vote for people based on popularity.
Yeah, the best man for the presidency was a woman. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. That's right, Clint. The best man for the job was a woman. I care about what the person stands for, what their history is. RFK is a horrible human. He cheated on his wife so many times that she unalived herself.
Have you talked about the executive order on mental illness?
Which one?
The one on mental illness that says that mental ill people can be institutionalized.
Oh, yeah. Basically put in camps like he said he was going to do during the thing. And he said he's going to do it to autistic kids as well. Because they need to be re-educated. Reparented was his word, excuse me. Reparented.
Reparented is words he used.
Yeah.
And I want people to understand, you need to think about MAGAs. That means they can put LBG, because they consider LGBTQI mental illness.
That's right.
Okay, I want you to understand what these people are saying.
Hit the guest request, come up. I mean, RFK also used to be a D-Rug. Oh, Mama Duke, shut the fuck up. Get out of here. I'm not, you're not putting that rhetoric on my page.
Yeah, the homeless people alive thing wasn't exactly how that went down, but that was also a mental illness thing, and that was the most disgusting thing I've ever heard on a news channel in my lifetime.
That was disgusting. Who, Brian Kilmeade?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he comes out 5 days later and does I'm sorry. Fuck that. He absolutely should have been fired. They start getting fired for their hateful and dangerous rhetoric, they're going to keep doing it. But saying that they should be lethal, well. Then he said at the very end, just unalive them. Like literally just unalive them. Doesn't he know there's a lot of veterans that are homeless?
Yes.
So you want to unalive people that fought for this country? Get the fuck out of here. These people are insane. Absolutely insane. It wasn't us. I think MAGA is a mental disorder. is down, down is up, truth is lies are truth, and truth is lies. I mean, these people are nuts.
I also want to remind people the last time we just indiscriminately institutionalized people like that, across the board like that, it led to some pretty nasty experiments.
It sure did. This whole entire cabinet is unqualified, incompetent, and dangerous. That's it. MAGA will be studied in the future, 100%. It will be part of college psychology courses, without a doubt. We could probably have a Nepal, except for all the Gen Z boys are red-pilled incels. Or not all of them, but a chunk of them. Because it was Gen Z that led the overturn in Nepal. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Let's go. It will be studied as a cult. That's true. They're not ready. This isn't Call of Duty. Tomorrow morning, just so you know, I'm going to call Maxwell Frost's office. He's my representative in Congress, in the House. And I'm going to ask his office to have Maxwell Frost put a bill up for mental health checks and universal background checks and call it the Charlie Kirk bill and make the Republicans vote against it. We should call all of our senators that are at least Democrat, because you know the Republicans ain't going to do it. Anyone who has a representative that's on the Democrat side, call their office tomorrow. Tell them all to put on a mental health, red flag laws, universal background checks in all 50 states, and name it the Charlie Kirk bill.
Yeah, mental illness has been defunded in this country since the 80s. And
Since Reagan.
And all that defunding coming from Republicans. Miss me with mental illness if you're a Republican.
Yep.
You're a product of your own self-creation.
Hey, if we all do it, they'll get the collective message from the Democrats to do it and make Republicans vote against it. I don't care if his name's attached to it if he gets a good gun control. Universal background checks in all 50 states, red flag laws in all 50 states. And let's add in safe gun storage too. And call it the Charlie Kirk bill. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. No, I know it won't happen, but I want Republicans to go on record voting against it. Andrew Tate would not agree. Who the fuck cares about Andrew Tate? He's a sex trafficker. Who gives a fuck? Isn't it amazing how many people Trump knows and has surrounded himself with are either traffickers or P3DOs?
Exactly. You know, these people don't believe, you know, these people are going to unalive in a fire because they don't understand what smoke means.
If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on, there's 915 people in here. I know there's Trump voters in here. Get out of the comment section and get up here and talk. All right, why have all the Republicans voted against releasing the e-files? I think the Oversight Committee got something passed, Val. I don't know if you can look, but I saw a TikTok, so that's why I don't know if it's true. That's what I'm asking you to look. That they got something passed out of the Oversight Committee and they got 3 Republicans to vote with them to pass it on to the Senate. And I think it has to do with the e-files because a lot of the Republicans went to like a memorial for CK, and they weren't there, so they were able to vote.
Just be a second. Hold on just a second. Let me go look.
Okay. I think it was Robert Garcia that was the voice I heard that was saying that.
This was in conjunction to the e-files?
That's what I believe, yes.
Was it House Oversight or something?
Oh, did somebody say it went through? Oh, somebody said they did that 4 days ago and it already failed in the Senate.
Right. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking of. That was the vote that took place 15 minutes before CK.
I thought they said there was another vote after. We'll have to wait and see. I'm probably wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, or just hasn't been. I don't know. It was just a TikTok, so I don't know. But I believe the video or the audio was Robert Garcia, who's the head of the Oversight Committee. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Lydia, did you vote for Trump?
I did not. I was gonna.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just looking for Trump voters only. I have a format that I follow every day. So if you're just finding me, I hope you understand. From 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern, I only take Trump voters. From 6 to 7, I bring up anybody. So if you want to come back, stay till 6 or come back at 6, I would love to talk with you. Only looking for Trump voters and Trump voters only right now for about another hour. I can't get anybody else up here. I had another background I'm going to show you too, since I'm right here.
That actually took place back in 2025, or July of 2025. So it was an old story.
Okay. In recognition of CK's commitment to free speech, we are calling for the firing of anyone who criticizes him. In honor of free speech. Justin, thank you for the $2 Venmo. How do you hide money from a Republican? Put it in a science textbook.
Wow, that is a fact.
Oh my word. And so since I can't get it, let's get up and let's talk about what I want. Okay. Remember I said we needed a Project 2028 for when we win next time, or we have the presidency. Overturn Citizens United, codify women's rights to choose, term limits for SCOTUS, get rid of the Electoral College, I don't know if you can, outlaw gerrymandering nationwide, return the fairness doctrine in media, universal health care for all, ban stock trading while in Congress, cap Congress salaries 1.5 times the median income of their district, tax billionaires out of existence, tax unrealized gains used as loan collateral, tax mega churches, and increase federal minimum wage to $20 an hour. If they can have a Project 2025, let's get it all. Let's get it all. Mickey, thank you for subscribing. I am assuming. Yes, I am assuming. If you're MAGA in here, is there any of these that you disagree with? Request up and tell me which one you disagree with. Yeah, it's missing common sense. Gun reform, I got all that. The list was only could be so long. It's a good start, y'all. It's a good start. It's not a comprehensive list. They wouldn't even come up and tell me they don't like that. They're so afraid to come up. They're so scared. So scared. Hell yeah, Dark Angel. That's what I'm saying. It is probably because they have to follow me to request, and I don't know why. That really pisses me off that they have to follow me to request up. But if you have to follow me, request up, and then unfollow me when you get back down. It's not that hard. It makes you follow me on this account. It's the only account of mine that you have to do that. It's so dumb. So if you want to follow me, unfollow me when you get down. I know, I mean, I don't know how to turn it off. Oh yeah, in Florida, there's a tax-free holiday on ammunition and weapons. Yay! And they just overturned, I guess they just did the open carry or whatever. I'm so fucking excited. Bess, did you vote for Trump?
Yeah.
How old are you? What state are you voting in?
What?
How old are you?
19.
Did we wake you up?
18-year-old.
Hello?
Yeah.
What?
He's not a 18-year-old.
What year were you born?
2006.
Why do you still support Trump?
I think what he's doing in the election, stocks are up. He's been in peace. He bombed it up. I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to be.
Yeah, whatever.
No, that's a fetus.
No, I think he probably was, but he was going to say some stupid shit. He has peace. I'm going to take over Greenland. I'm going to annex Canada. I drop boom booms in Iran. Blew a boat out of the water in Venezuela. Sure. He changed the Department of Defense to Department of War. Yeah. He's the peace guy. My fucking asshole. Yeah, break. Another child left behind, right? I wonder how much money you make begging on Blue Sky. I'm on TikTok. I'm not on Blue Sky. What the hell is he talking about? You don't have cheaper groceries or cheaper electric bills or cheaper gas or cheaper anything, but we have the Gulf of America. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. I know nobody even goes live on Blue Sky that I know of. And we have a $200 million ballroom that none of us will ever see. Yes. No, I have a Blue Sky, but I've never gone live on there. He's like, how much do you make begging on Blue Sky? I'm like, I'm not on there. Yeah, MAGA's the only ones that call it the Gulf of America. Nobody else on the fucking planet calls it Gulf of America except for those dumbasses. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Let's go. Did you see him the night after the CK thing when he was at the game? And he's sitting there dancing in the crowd. I'm like, yeah, this guy's really mourning his friend. Yeah. Really mourning his friend. Oh, that ballroom will be even more gaudy than the Oval Office. Have you seen the atrocity that is the Oval Office? Looks like Liberace puked in there.
I'm pretty sure Liberace thought it was even too much.
It's so gaudy, so tacky. It's like he took like he took plastic ornament things and he painted them all gold. So gross. No, you can't buy class. Come on, America's hot now. He has said that. America's hot. He spewed Hobby Lobby everywhere. It is like Vegas in the 70s. That's exactly what it is. I call it Versailles. It's great. Versailles.
Oh, that's what happened. He brought John Gotti back to life.
That's it. Hey, Matt, thanks. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. My mom used to say that you can't dress up a sow's ear. But apparently Donald Trump can grow back cartilage when no other human being can. He's got that miracle ear, y'all. Got that miracle ear. Hey, Buzz. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Let's go. Right? First human ever to regenerate. And they call Democrats the lizard people. Okay. Isn't it lizards can grow back their tails? Maybe Trump can grow back his ear. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Let's go. Oh, Nor, that's so true. My daughter is on dating apps, and like she's like, if it has anything in their profile that says conservative, they have a fish picture or a truck picture or anything, she's like, swipe, and if she does match with somebody, she's like, who'd you vote for? Who'd you vote for? She will not date anyone that resembles a MAGA. Woo! No. No. It's like, That's like an instant ick. It's an instant no. Easy Lee.
Yes, how are you doing today?
Good. How are you? Do you vote for Trump?
Well, I did on the first time, and the second time I did not after he showed his true colors. I'm a Republican, but I'm not a MAGA. I'm just a regular Republican with common sense.
Like a Reagan Republican?
Yeah, I don't even know what to call a regular Republican anymore, because it seems like you're either so infatuated with this man, or like just Mike Pence. I mean, I think the breaking point with me was when he tried to have Pence not certify the election. That showed his true colors, and then
Correct.
I started looking at, and then I just don't understand, and the Republicans that say, oh well, he could have, well sure he could have did it. But it would be unprecedented. This doesn't make any sense. I mean, even when Al Gore and the Republican George Bush Jr., they were having problems with the votes. I believe that Al Gore backed out. He wanted the election not be, the certification not be held up. So. I don't think Trump is a good person at all.
Well, who did you vote for?
Oh, Miss Harris, for sure. She was more, and quite frankly, I did vote for her. But with respect to Biden and Trump, they're both too old. I mean, with all due respect, I mean.
No, I agree.
And you can't, you see these creators, saying, "Oh, he's fallen asleep, Trump." Well, of course he is. He's 80, almost 80 years old. Of course, and I think it's ridiculous, and I just want to just see, I just wanted to say something, and
Hey, can I ask you a question? Okay, go ahead. No, go ahead. It's down a different line, so I'll let you go this way first. Go ahead.
Yeah, with respect to Charlie Kirk, I do not want to see anybody unalive.
Me either.
I could say I loved him as a human being.
Ew.
However, I disagreed with his ideology and how and what he did, because again, he wrote a book about, you don't need to go to college or something. He said college was, I don't want to directly quote with him, but it wasn't necessary to become wealthy. But I believe that Charlie Kirk was a crash dummy, and I'm not just saying this facetiously or trying to brood. I just believe he found himself a niche, on TikTok drama sells. So he poked at people, and with the way this was coming, he had a bulletproof vest. He knew the dangers this would present himself. I'm saying his own stupidity by going out there, and again, I believe, was he a Christian? I don't know. He says he was, but he lived a lavishing lifestyle. I live in Miami. He had a third house down here. I mean, I never seen him help anybody, buy anybody. I seen him out in South Beach many a times.
But
never once somebody did.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question though? Because you said you liked him as a person, but he spewed very, very hateful rhetoric against LGBTQ, transgender people, people of color. He said that people of color would prowl at night looking for white people. Like, he said some really awful stuff that really painted a target on people's backs that were already marginalized.
I see.
So his rhetoric was harmful rhetoric, and going around to college campuses, what he did was he was going around and radicalizing a bunch of young men to be red-pilled incels.
Right, and I also believe that him going to those college campuses, because again, he was getting millions of dollars in donation. He lived in an $8 million home. He had a $3 million house here, a condo in South Beach. So again, he was getting money for his rhetoric, right? That's the only way you could, because he wasn't doing it out of the niceness or his Christianity, and he was using, he was debating college kids, and of course he was primed. This was his job, and his job was also to get these younger people out, these MAGA younger people out there, to get this the orange man elected. It's just ridiculous. And then you heard him say, well, it was the Democrats that
But he was paid by billionaires like Peter Thiel to go out and recruit young people for MAGA. But what he did was radicalize them. Not all money is good money. It is money, but it was harmful to this country.
Oh, sure, it sure was. And the thing is,
so why'd you say he's a good person? I'm so confused.
Well, if I don't say that, then they're going to say I hate him. I mean, I don't hate the person.
No,
because everybody will say that I'm a bad person for wanting to see him unalive. That's not my position. Do you understand where I'm going with this? Maybe I spoke out of context. I mean,
I say this. Let me just say this all the time. Two things can be true at the same time. I abhor any political violence, basically all violence. I don't think violence is the answer to anything. Okay. But also, and I don't think he deserved what happened at all. But two things can be true at the same time. He was also a bad person, and we don't have to celebrate. I mean, we don't have to mourn someone who we felt was a bad person. We are not celebrating it either. It's just he didn't deserve what happened, but he was also not a good person.
I agree with you then, because like I said, I've seen a few of his sayings about the Second Amendment. If a few people were unalive to keep our
that's the price to pay, right?
So again, it's just nonsensical stupidity that those aren't your words, those aren't my words, those are his words. And like you said, everybody thinks he's such a good person, and of course the MAGAs do. But like I said, if I wouldn't have said it that way or whatnot, now I understand what you're saying. You don't have to like somebody or whatever.
And we're not celebrating that. What I also don't have to mourn someone who I think was a bad person.
Right, and the administration's picking and choosing, who to politicize.
Well, there was
Exactly.
children,
Talk
right?
about that politicization just a little bit, and the lives that these types of people lead. And I want to use a recent event, and I'm going to ask you. And this is an opinion. This is an opinion-based question. I get that before I ask it. Was the woman that came out the other day his wife? Do you believe she was mourning?
From the way I seen it, no, because again, he has millions of dollars, and if I were her, I would, because she had mentioned it. Somebody said she had mentioned it. I'm just going by a third party that she's going to keep up his thing, but
Yes.
is she really keeping it up for his view? I think she's keeping it up for the money machine. Sell a couple houses. I'm just saying downsize. Don't you see? Greed.
Well,
Greed. I just think they're very greedy.
He actually turned. Well, let's see. The event turned her into something he used to rail about, which is a single mother.
And we can agree.
I mean, she's now a single mother. If he was talking to college kids, he would say she belongs in the home. He wouldn't want her. He wouldn't want her running. Turning Point USA.
She will never know the real pains of a single mother.
No, she won't, because he left her with millions. But I'm just saying. Yes, I know she's widowed, but she's still a single mother. And he also thought women shouldn't be in the workplace or the workforce or anything like that. They belong at home raising the children. So now if she takes over and she starts running 20 Point USA, it's the opposite of what he preached.
Poetic justice. All spewed by his own stupidity. Again, that's the biggest problem with TikTok. Everybody thinks just because you have a disagreement or dislike somebody, you're celebrating his demise. That's
No, not at all. No, I don't celebrate anyone's demise, but that's why I don't talk about him anymore in general, because we don't talk about school children that are getting mowed down in their schools. We don't give them they don't get flags flown at half mast. We don't sit and talk about them and give them all this time. They don't get flown on Air Force Two, and all this nonsense that the Republican Party is doing right now for just this one podcaster, debater, debate bro is ridiculous. So that's why I don't have my background, because backgrounds with CK definitely bring people in because it's inflammatory and it rage baits. But I don't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. I talked about him for one day, which was the day after, because I knew that's what everybody wanted to talk about. So I did one conversation about him, and I just had the background that said, I don't condone what happened to him, but he did. He fought for two-way rights. He fought for what took him out. I didn't. I believe in sensible gun control and all of those things. So I did it for one day so that everybody could, say what they wanted to say. And I've been trying to focus back on Trump and the e-files and why they're covering up for predators who harm children. What is your thought on why he won't release the e-files and why all the Republicans suddenly, after beating the drum, Dan Bongino, Kash Patel, people that are working for him now, all had podcasts, and for years and years and years said that we got to release the e-files. It's going to take down the cabal of evil Democrats and all of those things. And as soon as they get in there and see them, now they're like, yeah, they don't exist. It's a hoax. It's the Democrats. It's Obama. And now every single bill, everything they bring up to Congress to try to get them released, Republicans are voting against every single time. Why do you think that is?
I believe the files, and with all due respect, I believe the files, there's people on both parties that are...
oh, yeah, we know. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think, of course, Trump's in there. His demeanor, his character, he's so unpresidential. I mean, like I said, he's just not a good person. I mean, he talks about, getting rid of all these aliens that are criminals, but why did we put a criminal in office? Why did we put a jury found guilty of E. Jean Carroll's, the bad doings, which, they pick and choose what they want to, with respect to the Epstein's files. Of course, he doesn't want to release them because there's too much dirt between him and his associates on there.
Yeah, and there's world leaders on there because you've got people in England, you've got royalty like Prince Andrew, you've got people, and just for my live, I call them undocumented immigrants. I don't like the term aliens. I think it dehumanizes them. So if you would mind, but I think this has world leaders. Like this has a lot of people and probably a lot of billionaires. And like Ghislaine Maxwell just told Todd Blanche the other day, or a couple weeks ago, in the deposition, she said people on his cabinet right now are in there basically. And Todd Blanche glossed right over that and just changed the subject. So we know there's a huge fallout. But what was I going to say? Totally had a blank. But anyway, why did you vote for him in 2016? I'm just curious.
Stupidity, not knowing the facts about him, just because he was a businessman. But then when I did my digging, I found out that, you know, you had Trump Airlines that marginally almost went bankrupt. They had Trump board games that went bankrupt. We had Trump steaks that went bankrupt.
Trump water, Trump vodka.
Oh yeah, I could go on.
Trump University.
It's so sad because my sister's a nurse.
Mention the big one yet.
The casinos.
Oh yeah, and then he also, with Shark Tank, Mark Cuban, that Barb was a real estate investor. I guess she was selling some condos for Trump. He wouldn't even pay Barb for the commission for selling the condos.
Yep.
So, I mean, you know, it's just, you know, what scares me is how people can't articulate or have enough common sense to draw an analogy that he's not a good person. I mean, it really scares me that this happened. I mean,
Yep. Are you gonna vote Democrat again in the midterms? We can maybe try to hopefully take back the House and Senate.
Yeah, we have to. Because again, the MAGA's out of their mind. And
Yeah, your party is extinct until you get rid of MAGA.
I hope we could do that. I mean, I don't think Vance has. I mean, because Vance just flip-flops too much, and he's a complete idiot. I mean, my opinion, because he didn't like Trump at all.
He called him America's Schindler.
So I don't think Ron DeSantis. I mean,
I'm in Florida. He has the personality of a doorknob. No, yeah.
I don't like him at all. He's a complete idiot.
He's a total douche. He has no personality. He's just, the problem is that MAGA is a cult of personality. It is a cult of Trump. No one could get away with what Trump is doing except for Trump. No one would give anyone else grace for what Trump is doing except for Trump, because it is a cult of personality. So Vance also has the charm and charisma of a doorknob. So I don't think anyone's going to rise up to take over MAGA. Do you, Val?
He doesn't have that personality, but I want to go a little different route with this if I can with that question, because I think it's important that we understand that there's another part to this question that helps give him the power that he has. And I got to ask you, as a former Republican, or as a Republican, I mean, you know, you can still be one, you know, sure, but as a Republican, what does it say to you when the Republican Congress that has been in session since 2023, January 2023, so 2 years, 8 months, okay, what does it say to you that this Congress in that entire time can only imagine, I think it's 47 bills now, and most all of those are resolution bills.
And they've abdicated the responsibility of checks and balances.
It's telling me they got too much disagreement between the parties and
Guardian
the party
thinking.
itself. I mean, even look at me.
No, they're scared. They're scared of Trump. Why are they so spineless?
Oh yeah, that too. Even what's her name? That major that green lady.
Oh, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yeah, I got a tongue twist on her. Even she wanted to get the Epstein files released, but
I call them the E-files. Just so you know, if you could call them just the E-files, because the AI algorithm, if they hear that, they flag those live sometimes. So I just say E-files. Yeah.
Even she's afraid of the orange man. She's blaming everybody but the orange man.
Everybody is.
You know, so I mean, I don't know, to give her kudos a little bit for supporting on releasing Eve?
I will.
Upset.
I will give her only because she's willing to, okay. If the women who were then girls, but they're women now, make a list of the people that use their services, I'm trying to use my words as carefully as I can. If they say the names, they can be sued for defamation, and these people are mostly billionaires and millionaires and stuff anyway, and we'll keep them in litigation until they're homeless. So, A, she's up for re-election and wants to keep her seat. B, she can go out on the House floor because there's the debate and speech clause where she cannot be sued for anything she says on the floor. So she offered to read the names. So I think she's doing it, number one, because she's up for re-election. But I will still give her credit for trying to help these ladies, even though I literally loathe her entirely. But I think in this one instance, she's doing the right thing.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with you on that.
Yeah. But I will give credit where credit's due. And I even said with Trump, I would do that. If he did something good, I would say that he did something good. Like I actually thought, like from his first administration, he did a bill against animal cruelty, making it a felony, I believe, which I think is good. But that's the only thing. But so did Schittler, so that's not saying much. Just so you know, Schittler did a bill against animal cruelty and then had those horrific things happen to people, which is exactly like what's happening right now, which is they're terrorizing people, kidnapping them from the streets like the Gestapo and throwing them in internment camps. So unfortunately, he's playing the same playbook, which is rather terrifying. But yeah.
What's more scary is, in my humble opinion, is Trump's trying to freedom of speech with respect to, look at that Comey. He found some seashells in that number. Get rid of them. You know what I'm saying? And get rid of the president. And the president says, well, he's calling the unalive me. And they had the CIA.
Oh, 8647. Yeah. And I had that on my background too. And it inflamed them. I said, you obviously have never been a server. Because when I was a server, when you're out of French onion soup, you're like 86 onion soup. It means you're done. Get them out of there. You can't sell it anymore. We want Trump impeached. No one's asking for him to be unalive.
Right. But do you see how dangerous that is, though? I mean, on his perception, that and everybody's afraid. The Justice Department's afraid to go say no to him. So, I'm just saying somebody could be unjustly prosecuted for whatever. And I'm actually thinking, just look what happened with the insurrection with the Proud Boys. He pardoned them. Now the Proud Boys are suing us for $100 million for unjustful prosecution. Do you know how ridiculous that is?
Yeah, and I think some of them are ICE agents now too.
And I'm thinking
those lawsuits are going to all get shot down, and the reason is this: there's something you have to do with a pardon.
You have to be guilty.
You have to, when you get pardoned, you have to admit guilt.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
On the part, you sure? I don't
Absolutely.
You do.
Question your integrity.
Yeah, absolutely. A pardon has to come with an admission of guilt.
Oh, I didn't know that. And I tell you another person he's going to pardon, because the president's all about securing his family before he checks out. P. Diddy. There'll be enough money that gets filtered, and you heard it from me here on this live.
Oh, I already said that. I'm like, he's probably gonna pardon him too, because all them
unequivocally without trepidation.
all these anyone who assaults women, they don't care.
Oh no, he don't
Or
care. He
kids.
wants the money.
No.
He's gonna want the money first, but yeah. You're right. That's definitely gonna happen. He's definitely gonna. You're right then. So you've seen that coming.
Do you think he'll pardon Ghislaine Maxwell?
No, I don't. I think that she knows too much, and if he does, she might write a book or something. She might, you understand, for money, because I don't think so. No, but he helped her by getting into a lower security. But I also will tell you this: I also foresee somebody writing a book on that Charlie Kirk with respect to possibly what I see, I feel that he's I feel like he's an American crash dummy with respect to the MAGAs. Like I said, he went to the colleges. He ensured he riled them younger people of those younger MAGAs up to go out and get their vote in, and it worked. It helped get him elected. But
It did.
like I said before, I think his Christianity scam, because I don't believe he was a Christian, played into, like I said, what man do you know, 30-something years old, goes to colleges?
And he wouldn't debate adults, because every time he debated adults, he got his ass handed to him. And so because I don't know if you've been on this app long, but I know that Parker and Dean and some of the other young Gen Z have debated him before, and they've kind of crushed him each time. So when they showed up in Texas, I believe it was, Dean showed up in Texas to try to debate him, and they wouldn't let him up to debate him anymore. They would only let the kids up. And then Parker was actually at the Utah school, and he was like next in line. He said he was like 30 feet away. And they were supposedly going to let him do it this one time, but Parker and Dean have been asking him and trying to debate him for a long time, but he prefers the young kids that don't know anything.
I see.
He wants the kids that he can try to railroad.
I
And
backfired on him one time, though, because when he did decide one time to go to Cornell, that did not work out.
no, that did not work out. But it's so weird how he goes to college campuses to tell college students that they don't need college. It's wild.
And why would the college admissions or whoever let him even come on the college campus? It's just.
That's why he goes to Republican states, because they're like, oh, Charlie Kirk is coming. He was trying to indoctrinate the youth. He's trying to get his ideology into their heads. And that's why I thought he was particularly dangerous, in my opinion. He was grooming them in not the same sense. He was indoctrinating them into right-wing belief systems. And I think it is awfully, Jem, trying to recruit them into the cult. I agree with that too. But I just think he was very dangerous. But anything else, Easy? I'm going to see if I can get another Trump supporter up here before I
apologize a bit. Yeah, I thank you.
No, I actually appreciated talking to an actual Republican who wasn't in the cult of MAGA, and talking through some issues. I'm sure there's other things we probably agree and disagree with, but it was nice to talk to an actual Republican that wasn't part of MAGA.
No, you're welcome. And like I said, I followed you, and a good educational debate with respect on both sides is good. And yeah, I just don't throw up my defenses. I have common sense, right? I mean, you can't. I'll end up with this. You can't have a convicted felon and a person that a jury of his peers found him guilty of whatever he did to that woman, and I don't even need to go there. So
yeah. I mean, you can't expect to create. You can't expect to put a criminal into the White House and not have them be criminals while they're in the White House.
Exactly. So thank you for bringing me up, and have a good day, everybody.
You too. Thank you so much. That was a good conversation.
Mind if I make an announcement real quick?
Please. Yeah, please do.
Real quick, everybody. Normally we would do the Constitutional Live today at 5. We're not. Betty's on the road, and so I don't want to do it where we're in a car and we're not all together and have everything and all the information we need readily at hand for this. So we'll just move the Constitution Live to next Sunday at 5 o'clock. It will all continue the same thing. It'll be on my platform next Sunday, 5 p.m. So I just want everybody to know that.
So, right, Fern? Amazing what respect can do, right? I mean, I know that there are still some Republicans who are not MAGA. And that's why I said real Republicans didn't vote for Donald Trump. Real Republicans didn't vote for Trump. They voted for Kamala because knew he was not it. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. No, there's not many, but they're unicorns. Yeah, I'm fine with not MAGA too, right? It's kind of refreshing to talk to someone who's normal. Who's not a whacked out. No, they didn't vote for him. Or that guy didn't vote for him.
No, Jim, when he came up, he was real clear. He voted for him in 2016 and said
Never again. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, he said he did in 2016, but after like January 6th and after everything he did, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. He was too well spoken to be MAGA. Right. Wasn't suffering succotash Sunday. Woo! There's 900 people in here. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit that guest request. Come on up. Let's chat. As you can see, we can have respectful conversation as long as you don't come up crashing out. Just don't come up and crash out. The whole tooth and nothing but the tooth. Right, Rick? Do not go message Francis, Mitria. Mark, thank you for the Venmo. Thank you so much, Mark.
somebody said down there, I hope rural Republicans can get their party back. I don't see that happening.
I don't know.
I think we're going to have, not anytime soon.
They're going to split off.
Right. I think we're going to have a very real long-term effects from the control he has, not only from, the upper end of the party, from the presidency and the House and the Senate, and those people in the MAGA that are involved in that. That's going to take years to clean up. But it's also going to be the power that him and his family holds within the GOP itself, and that's going to be, what I'm saying, that's going to be it's going to be a hard thing to get rid of. I think that party will end up being something different long before this gets fixed.
I agree. Unfortunately. Oh, Maui Wise, thank you for the Cash App. Thank you. That was refreshing. Thank you so much, Maui Wise. I really appreciate the Cash App. Thank you so much, friend.
Right, Jim. Sins of their father, correct.
It really was. It's so everyone's like, oh my God, it's so refreshing when we just have someone fucking normal. It's so sad. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. As you see, if you are in here, we can have good conversations as long as you don't come up crashing out. We prefer to have conversations. The bar is so low, right? It's so low. It's so low. Like, just don't crash out. That's like the bar. The bar is in hell. Yes. I think you're right. Cindy, I think you're right. I bet even after he's out of office, he'll still be ruling his base in Congress. I think until he leaves this planet, yes. How do you deal with your MAGA family members? They've become worse. I don't. Like, I only talk to my parents if it's something that they're like, they help with their technology, or I don't talk about anything. Do not message Trad to come in here. He's blocked anyway. You can't message him to come in here. I have that dude blocked. He is insufferable.
He was on somebody's live last night. He is so lost.
He's so lost. He's so brainwashed. And he's so lost. Of course, he's in Florida,
I'm not sure that man knows where he is.
His real name is Juan? Trad's name is Juan? I know he's on Johnny's live all the time, and I scroll away. Sorry, I can't stand the guy. I can't listen to his voice.
Live. It was Johnny's live that I saw him on.
yesterday. I'll listen for a minute, and I'll scroll on until Trad's gone, then I'll go back and watch Johnny. I absolutely hate it. I can't stand that man.
It became a tennis section, and he was the ball because it was Johnny and Brett Cross.
Brett. Okay.
And they just took turns, they just took turns batting back and forth like a little ball. It was pretty sad.
He works at Walmart, right?
That tracks.
Is Trad worse than Hoodlum? Ugh. They're equal. I have them both blocked. I can't stand them, either one of them. They what about everything to death. To death. It just drives me nuts. No matter what you say. No matter what you say. They have an answer. They have a comeback. Well, what about this? And what about this? Well, let me ask you this. Oh, it drives me nuts. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Feed me dirt. True.
I actually saw that, Jim, where they talked about how analysts are predicting this is going to get much worse.
Oh, DJ. Oh, I can't do DJ. I know Zeus still platforms DJ sometimes, but that man makes my, I can't. Oh, he's so frustrating. Oh, DJ's blocked from here now.
Yeah, I just don't let them frustrate me. That's, you know what I'm saying? Because I just, really in the end of all this, people like that we let frustrate us. We really shouldn't. We should just call them out for who they are and let them continue to be who they are. Because really, in the end, they just prove our point.
That's true. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Yeah, I don't platform any of them anymore. I don't platform DJ. I don't platform Raymond anymore. Hoodlum. Trad. Snuggles. I have them all blocked.
I really don't mind them in the comments because they get lit the hell up in the comments.
Oh, Liam. Oh, Liam, I've had him blocked for a long time. Yeah, I would. 1,000 Ways. Ava was pointing out a book on TV. It's called 1,000 Ways to Unalive. The true cost of violence on Black people in America. So I'm going to write it down. By Tremaine Lee. The true cost of violence on Black life in America. She pointed it out to me to write it down because she's like, I think you want to read this book. I wrote it down. Oops. Hi, did you vote for Trump? Did you vote for Trump? Jari? Oh. Holy moly. Sorry for anybody that has earphones on.
Wow.
Was he sawing something? Thank you. I wrote it down.
That sounded more like electrocution.
It was like, yeah. Thoughts on Nepal? Unfortunately, we have too many Gen Z men who've been red pilled. So, because the people that are doing that stuff in Nepal, oh, you're doing the yard work. Okay, no worries. Hey, Jim.
Did you guys hear about the Guardian newspaper?
About what?
No.
So Ben Shapiro went on Bill Maher's show yesterday, and he quoted directly from the Guardian saying about the trans issue. saying that we
Hmm.
knew he was a leftist, he was da 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 da, right? And Bill Maher, I'm not a huge fan of Bill Maher. I find him to be a flip flop fish myself, but
Mhm.
he did hold his feet to the fire, and he literally made him admit that he said what he said, right? This morning, the Guardian retracted everything they said because everything they reported was absolutely false.
Yep.
And this is what's imperative about calling out misinformation, disinformation to the nth degree, because we are witnessing. Valen, you talked about it yesterday on your live. We're starting to notice the uptick of these people posting things like it's breaking news when it's not, and it's to cause the mass hysteria for people to think that it's something new when it's actually from a year ago or 6 months ago, right? Whether it's a school attack or whether it's some breaking news that was major, 6-8 months ago. And people aren't doing their due diligence to research it to see if it's even based in fact. And so it's really important for all of us when we're in lives, whether we're in the comment section or what, to guide people to go research the proper things. And the Guardian they had to do that because they were about to be sued majorly.
Yep. But their retractions are never as loud as their headlines.
I don't think this lawsuit's going to end because they've put this person in danger.
And it's everywhere. If you notice, it's everywhere. It's everywhere.
Well, you know what I'm finding so interesting is everybody was like, oh, he was so unique and he was so this. No, he's not. There's Ben Shapiro, there's Nick Fuentes, they're carbon copies, Alex Jones, Steve Bannon, Stephen Miller. There's multitudes of these hate and fear mongers that base nothing on reality, facts, data, statistics, anything. It's up to us, the American people, to demand truth and integrity back in journalism and to stop letting these talking heads on podcasts and internet get away with the lies. She's not going to be able to keep Turning Point going well. I'll tell you that right now. That's what you heard yesterday was a woman afraid of losing her livelihood.
Mm-hmm.
She did not mourn. She was not sad. She was full of wrath because her lifestyle is about to change. They're not going to be able to keep that going without him.
Yep. I agree. Especially the manner in which his life was taken was so graphic and horrific that didn't look like a mourning wife at all.
And, I'm going to say this because somebody mentioned Dean and Parker earlier and how, he cried or whatever. I don't think there's anything wrong with people coming on and expressing that there's no place in the world for political violence, regardless of which side of the house you're on. But when you start using the fact that they were a father or a husband, and you forget that there are journalists that have been unalived in Ukraine and Gaza or Iran, when you forget that there are people by the thousands being unalived for nothing more than being Palestinian or Ukrainian in their country, and you're worried about one man in this country, that shows the arrogance of the United States and the fact that white supremacy is the biggest problem in the United States, and classism.
I think what specifically Dean was crying for, just to let you know, you don't have to agree with me. Nobody does. And this isn't really well known, but back several months ago, maybe even last year, Dean was shot at with someone with a BB gun. And that was terrifying for him. And I think because he knew and has talked to CK in person, debated him in person and had somewhat of a, I don't want to say a relationship because it's not a relationship, but he's seen him in the flesh, in person, not just on TikTok. And they go out in public and debate too. I think this just hit so close to home, and he had just watched the video of his unaliving, which I heard was really horrific. So I think it was
I'm not
all of that.
knocking
Yeah.
Dean or Parker. The,
Yeah.
the humanity they showed is necessary. I'm not knocking them in
Yeah.
any way, shape, or form. Let's be clear. I follow both of them. I saw the live video moments after it happened with Parker running. I know that Dean's emotions were very valid. It's very human to have empathy. You know, if we don't have empathy, we have nothing, because it means that we don't have the ability to care for our fellow man. So again, that wasn't a dig at Dean or Parker, but we should be talking about all the other people who have been harmed,
Yes.
that are fathers and mothers and babies in schools that are never going to grow up. So to use that as a reason is the only thing that I think he's getting. The commentary is what I was trying to say.
Right.
Teresa Merrill, Marie, you came at me just a minute ago, and let me tell you something, sweetheart. You don't want this dance with me. Believe me when I tell you, if you can't comprehend that there is a genocide happening over in Gaza, and that the head of the Israeli people, which is Netanyahu, the leadership is responsible for that, I have the ability to separate the people of Israel from their leader, who is a corrupt war criminal. So please miss me with your attack on me. I am not the one. This is not the live. You will not have backup here.
Why don't you come up, Teresa?
Oh, look at the big words from the mama. She's gonna threaten people.
Nobody's threatening you.
You don't know
You
anything
go.
about me. You know
I don't
nothing
care.
about
It's a
me.
public
You know nothing
sweetheart,
about me.
it's a
And
public
made a
forum.
comment threatening me
It's a
in the
public
comment
forum,
section.
sweetheart. Deal with
So
it.
no, you're going to learn today that if you don't know who you're talking to, you should probably stay silent, because you don't know anything about my beliefs. You don't know what I support, and I'm actually one of the people that knows a lot more about this little collision course that Israel put themselves into, because they had a right to defend themselves on October 7th. They do not have a right to continue the assault on the people of Palestine to the nth degree, harming thousands of children. So don't you dare come into a live that I'm part of and disrespect me or this live, because you will come correct or you will be dismissed.
And I want to correct you, Teresa. This is not a public forum.
It's a private app that you sign up for their terms of
Actually,
service.
No, it is not, ma'am.
It's a public forum.
No,
People
ma'am.
are a bunch of
This
fucking
is not
psychos.
benefit.
You're in Canada. Shut up and
or
stick to
by
your
any
politics.
government. This is not paid for, introduced by any government.
Oh
This
my
is a private app that everybody has the choice of who can be on here or not be on here. Every creator has the choice of who they talk to, and the app itself has terms of conditions that you have to follow. Ma'am, this is not a public forum. It is a private forum that you can be invited to. Thank you very much, drive-through.
She gone. I don't know if someone removed her. All of a sudden, she was just gone. But she's from Alberta, Canada. She's Maple MAGA. I just don't get
I
it.
don't know
Why?
if you guys read what she wrote to me, but
No, I
I'm not
didn't
gonna
see
let
it.
anybody assault me with regard to Palestine. I'm an American citizen protecting democracy in the United States of America, and I comprehend the importance of international relationships. I know the truth about what happened over there, because it didn't just happen on October 7th, 2021.
No.
It's been happening for decades upon decades upon decades.
Yep.
This is not new. It will continue to happen until there is a two-state solution. Palestine has a right to exist, and so does Israel.
Correct. There was one candidate, I distinctly remember there was a specific candidate that was for a two-state solution. Weird how that happens, huh?
What was her name again?
Oh, I think it was Kamala Harris. Yes. I think that's who that was. There you
And
go.
can you remind the viewers who restored the money to the Palestinian people? I could remind the people of that.
The Biden-Harris administration.
And who increased it an additional $65 million after Trump took it all away in 2018, as if they were doing a preemptive strike on the Palestinian people? That would be Donald Trump, was it not?
It was. And then the Biden-Harris administration gave them more money.
I've been pretty ill this summer.
Oh, I'm
So-
sorry.
No. It's fine. Thank you very much. I just, wanted to come on to support you guys. I'm so happy the lives are still available. That no one's been shut down yet.
Yep.
This makes me happy. I know the way that we're kind of using certain words, and I'll have to be more careful. I just think it's really important that what happened on Fox News either last night or the
Mhm.
other night, we really need to be careful about unaliving people or recommending
Yes.
that
Extermination
they
of people. Yeah.
if you're homeless. It was the first outright fascist thing
Yes.
directly said, and so they now think they have full license to come, at Democrats. It isn't even left or leftists. It's if you don't agree with 100% of them, then you're just un-American anymore, and that's scary.
It is.
That's I think I'm a host mom to daughters.
Mhm.
One of whom is educated in the United States. After high school, she went 4 years. She got her master's degree. She's working for an American company. And she is terrified now
Of course.
of what her next, she's done everything the way she's supposed to do it. And yet she doesn't know that it'll be good enough. It's just, I have another daughter from Turkey who wants to come here and study, but her family's worried it's just not safe enough.
Oh, I wouldn't come here.
Our universities desperately need money, and that is gotten by international students, whether we like it or not. And so just listening to the funding that's been dropped at a personal level, right, is just, yes, someone just said it in the comment. Trump, what did he do? There's no more tourism. Tourism is dropping here. So I just ask everybody to keep the rhetoric, talk some sense into folks, keep factual, stay assertive, not aggressive. So I like the way Jem handles things straight on, and that we need to fight what's going on with the truth. That's the only thing we have. We didn't do this. Our people don't do this. If anything, they
Exactly.
They use less electricity or use less, resources. They minimize their impact. They don't go out and unalive people.
Right. We're not the violent ones.
No, I never have been. And so, well, at least not in this country, let's say. So just recommend strongly that people continue like you to speak forward. I saw Val. I know Jem always is coming with facts, as are the two of you. And I want to thank you all for continuing to show us some kind of courage in the face. It'd be very easy for us to do what Christian Chenoweth did. I mean, real allies are showing their side.
That was I think, I don't know if my son's heard that yet, my oldest son, because my son absolutely adores Kristen Chenoweth, like absolutely adores her. When I saw that she was, what she put online, that she was like, I guess, supportive of CK, I was just so disappointed. And I know he would be too. He'd be crushed.
We're just going to have to hope the Democrats can stay strong enough, really strong enough, because what's going to hit us in the next couple of weeks could be difficult. I think he'll be forgotten in a year. I do not think this is going to affect our midterms. I don't know if you've talked about his legacy. I don't think he has one.
Yeah, I agree.
Many that survive hate in their message.
Yes, the
Well,
Broadway.
here's
The Broadway
the
girl,
thing,
yes.
though. The analysts are making the historians and the analysts are making a cross comparison because the Republicans are trying to equate this to Martin Luther King's unalivement in 1968
So silly.
and the response with Kennedy. So it's imperative for people to prepare themselves because they're not saying it's going to just dissipate. It's actually going to get worse before it gets better. And for any of you who have been listening to me, I've been saying this, I felt something huge was coming down the pike, that it was going to be terrible, that there were going to be people unalive because of it, and we are starting to see it. This is what happens when you let dictatorships and authoritarians take hold, fascism mentality, white supremacy.
Yep.
We've known that this was a problem for quite some time. Our intelligence agencies reported on have allowed a feckless Congress to literally continue to attack democracy, you are going to see more harm. But what I predict, and remember this day at 3:05 my time, 6 o'clock your time, is there's going to be a shift in consciousness so large that they are not going to recover. But believe me when I say it's going to get worse before it gets better, and it's going to have to, because they're going to have to learn that they are the ones that contributed to this. And so this idea now that some of them are coming back after 1 or 2 votes for him, or even 3 votes, and they're like, well, we didn't know. You did know. We knew who Trump was before he ever set foot in the White House. We knew he had 4,000 discrimination lawsuits. We knew that he had taken out a full-page ad against the Central Park 5. We knew he was a womanizer, a philanderer. We knew he was a tax evader. We knew he was a defrauder of charities. We knew he was a defrauder of a university. We heard the videotapes of him talking about harming women. We heard him on the Curly Haired Guys show talking about his daughter in grotesque ways. We saw him interviewed. There was a multitude of evidence that he was an atrocious human being and should never be at the highest echelon. We had him for 4 years and saw the harm that he did to this country. There is literally no way out for these people who contributed to the vote and the harm that this nation is witnessing now. And for every one of you that continue to vote Republican, you are part of the problem. You need to recognize that you are voting for the future of your children, and you need to vote for the people who are going to put civil rights and human rights and educational rights and the belief in science and math and ahead of your own greed. Until you do that, the sins of the father are going to weigh heavy on the children.
That's right. Anything else, Fee?
No, I was going to drop down. I think Jem said everything that I would have, and so I appreciate it. And how do you follow who's speaking? You can
Click on their box.
Yeah, on their box, you should be able to do it that way. And Jem is an awesome person to follow, as is Diava and Val. And let's just keep up this community of support and activism. And after a summer of being pretty critically ill, I'm happy to come back and at least support you as best I can. So,
anybody, if you want to know how to follow somebody, if you click on their box, just touch their box, it'll pull up their profile, and you can just hit follow.
And Fee, I'm glad you're doing well. I'm sorry you were ill.
No, it's okay. It's all good. Just
okay.
Things happen in life, right?
I know.
So,
yep.
Take care, guys.
You too.
I'm
Thank you,
glad
Fee.
you're well too. Take care.
See.
And for those of you saying you can't follow me, you can put a follow in, but my account is private. It's private because of political TikToks. So yes, you can follow me, but I don't necessarily follow everybody back because I'm already at 10,000.
So am I.
One of the craziest rules that TikTok has, so everybody knows, is people with large profiles have problems following people back because we can only follow 10,000.
Exactly. I have 45,000 followers, but I can only follow 10,000. I can't follow everybody back.
And that's the thing, right? Because I'm private, unless I unprivate my account, it doesn't show my new followers. So I'm up with you, probably around 50,000 followers, but I can't follow everybody back. So I'm sorry. And you guys posting that, oh, she doesn't follow anybody back, you're wrong. I actually am one of the large content creators that do follow people back. So sorry if your feelings are hurt. It's not intentional and it's not personal. It's just I don't have any room.
Exactly. Val, if you want to make an announcement again, I think there's some people coming in here because they see you live and they're looking for the Constitution information. Or
Just say that, just throw shit at the comments. So everybody knows Nutty's on the road. I don't want to put everybody through where we don't have everything ready and together for this live. So we're going to do it next week. It'll be on my platform next week at 5 p.m. when we have everybody together and we have all the paperwork ready to go. And so I just want to make sure that's understood. So that's it. We'll do it next week. I will do a live after this live, but it'll just be a normal live.
Truth Benda. There you go.
Yeah,
Good. How are you?
Doing well.
Good.
Haven't seen you in a while.
I'm here.
My question is this. We see what Trump is doing now, right?
We do.
We heard what he said about the Baltimore, Maryland mayor and the black people, correct?
What now?
Well, he said in 10 years or 2 years, we're going to be super predators like Hillary did back in the days.
Oh, stop it.
He did say that.
Stop it.
Not Hillary.
Well, Hillary did call black people super predators back in the days.
When?
When?
Pull a receipt for that, please.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Who did you vote for?
I voted for B.B. Harris.
DJ Tony said she did. Oh, I've never heard that before.
See, that's why another thing is
Well, I still want you to try. I literally want to see it. To be honest with you,
no problem. I'm going to YouTube right now. Hope I can find it.
was she talking about all black people or specific?
Well, you got to realize what was going on back then. They had Newt Gingrich and Clinton was trying to make the thing. They was trying to impeach him because of the Monica Lewinsky thing and all that was going on. So it was just a crazy time. So she did call.
No, you know what really bothers me is when people come up here and they don't give you context. What they were talking about was gang violence. They weren't just talking about black people. They were talking about gang violence. And at the time when the 1994 crime bill was written, they were all talking about the violent crime that was happening in urban communities, including the Black Caucus and the NAACP. I know it's really, really great for all of you guys to come up here and try to knock criminal justice, knock the things that people said in the 90s, but there was a true problem happening. She didn't say black people were super predators. She was talking about gang violence. She said they just weren't kids. They were gang members. So please do yourself a favor and actually go look at it.
Okay, listen, miss.
No. I dedicated my life to criminal justice, and what I'm going to tell you right now is you coming up here and saying stuff like that is contraindicating what you're doing to correct the record. It's the same shit they tried to pull on Kamala Harris. It's the same shit they tried to pull on Biden, saying that he wrote the crime bill. He did not write the crime bill.
I never said that.
No, but that's what happens when you misconstrue what's actually being said. Go watch the video. They were talking about gang violence. And if anyone would bother to learn about why gangs even exist in this country, it is because of socioeconomic poverty and the need to protect their neighborhoods. That's how they started. And then it turned to a life of crime because crime equates to selling stuff that gets money illegally. So make sure that if you're going to come into a live like this that is democratic, you come correct or you don't come at all.
Okay,
Good for you. Do you want a cookie?
And in the last election, if I'm not mistaken, white women betrayed us. God damn it. What about, let's talk
You know
about
what?
that motherfucker.
You know what? You know what?
Betrayed us.
You know what? No, don't say you betrayed because
I
not
didn't.
all white women betrayed you.
Both
You're
of y'all
wrong.
did.
What you're mad
Both of
about
y'all
is you
did.
just got
Black
called
women,
out.
like 92%
What you're
of
mad
black
about
women
is you
have.
just got called out.
Right?
Because I want you to take a look at your host. Your host is a white woman who voted to support Kamala Harris. The man below me is a white man in Texas who voted to support Kamala Harris. The person you're talking to is a Hispanic white woman who voted to support Kamala Harris. So no, not all white women did that. Not all white people did that. And I'm going to tell you another fact you want to look up. 72% of the entire United States voted for Barack Obama because we do believe in the betterment of society. You can hold MAGA responsible for the vote they did, but don't you dare insult me and say that I supported it because I've been a Democrat since 18 and every ticket I voted on supported civil rights, human rights, women's rights, educational rights, and a belief in science and math. So you will not box me in. You will come with respect, full stop.
You motherfucking white people want to always try to fucking control black people, yo.
Nobody's trying to
No,
control
I'm
you.
not going to do that.
That wasn't control, sir. That was your rhetoric. Because I want to make sure you understand something about what you're doing up here. What you just did is actually give MAGA power.
Exactly.
Okay, what you just did is actually harmful, not just your community, but every.
Hold on. Sorry.
What you just did is give power to every MAGA community over every minority community in this country by your language. Understanding how things were said, coming up here and talking about what Trump is doing is legitimate. Trying to equate that to what Hillary Clinton was talking about made it illegitimate. That is what we've got to stop doing as Democrats. This is what's happening right now is about our democracy. Period.
Hey, Chimento, how are you?
I'm good. I didn't really want to talk about the crime bill of the 1990s, but just let me address that real quick.
Go ahead.
We were predators, okay? Because I have a brother who was pew-pewed in the head 15 years ago that was in and out of the prison since he was 14 years old, and he had the C drug going down his throat. I was in college going to visit him in prison. He was a danger to all of us. We set him up so he could spend more time in prison because we did not want him roaming free on the streets because we did not want to attend his funeral. The people that pew-pewed him in his head in Orlando 15 years ago were predators. They were black. So let's get past that part. Now on to that diva on Broadway. What the fuck is that about? Because I have a master's in music, have played in the orchestra in front of her several times. And she just got through performing on the Met stage last year. So why is she jeopardizing her career by actually, backing a full-fledged racist homophobe when 50% of the whole entire classical music community is LGBTQ?
She did a sympathy. Yep, she did a sympathy post about Hezetta Living. Her. Yep.
Go look at who she's married to, and that'll answer your question.
Listen, she did not learn her lesson because there is a major Russian opera singer named Angela Giorgio. She's Russian. She gets paid the most money, and it turns out that she's friends with Putin, and her career, this is over the last year, has suffered greatly. I can't even believe that Broadway diva fell into the same fucking trap.
Mm-hmm. And thank you for coming up, Cemento, and saying that because it's so important for people to comprehend where we were. I too lost my brother to violence in the Latino community. My brother was unalived when I was 16 due to gang violence. So I thank you so much for coming up and saying what you said. I truly appreciate that.
But Jim, I love how you're dragging these motherfuckers, but I mean, they're skipping over major elements. The Black Caucus was for this. That's how bad it was in the 90s. I remember being at Indiana University in the 90s, having to drive from Bloomington, Indiana to Indianapolis to get a C-head boyfriend off my mom, a gang brother off from robbing us. It was that fucking bad to where we had to do something. Was it perfect? No. But for you to sit here and try to rewrite history, and we got this full-fledged fascist sitting in our government right now who hates us all, that's just crazy. And I don't care if you voted for Kamala or not. If you're going to sit up here and platform misinformation and then try to rewrite history right before our eyes for the motherfuckers like me who's over 50 years old that actually lived through it, no, It's not going to work. And I'm glad you got into his ass.
Thank you. We can't allow it anymore. It's not going to help the cause. The cause is to give truth and facts and data about what was really happening in our country. And no matter what community we live in, that would be like saying somebody who's a white supremacist gets a free pass just because they're white and the panel's white. No. If you're a white supremacist, I'm going to tear you up too. But if you're going to come up here and say that Hillary Clinton said something she did not say, she did not call all black people super predators. The video is very clear that the commentary is talking about gang violence. And so any of you that do not want to listen and comprehend what's actually being said, you are part of the problem and you're spreading the misinformation. It's the same thing with Biden when Biden talked with regard to South Africa, and they cut and clipped different things he was saying when he was reading the transcripts, right? They tried to say he used the N-word, or they tried to say he said this. He actually was against apartheid. He was supporting supporting the people of South Africa against the United States Congress. People who literally were putting forth legislation that harmed the people in South Africa. The black people of South Africa. Let me be very clear for those of you who don't comprehend that South Africa was taken over by people from Germany and England that literally caused the apartheid that harmed Nelson Mandela. I can't believe how dumb the American people have become.
Oh, but here's the thing. Think of the self-hate you must have if someone mentions gang members and you automatically equate it to your community. Because from where I stand, I've seen Latin gangs, white gangs, and black gangs, and they all had the same issue going on. Was it more prevalent in the black community? Absolutely. But it was not something
That's because of socioeconomic issues too.
Yeah, it was an economic issue. There are poor white, Latino, Asian, there's poor people all
Yeah.
across the fucking country. Okay, so they get up here and they say this shit without doing any kind of critical thinking or any kind of research, and it just boils my blood. Because I'm sitting there like, first of all, you probably didn't vote. Second of all, you're probably 30 years old. You was nowhere around when the shit was hitting the fan, like I was when I was 52 years old, and I was a college student having to deal with this shit in real time. So now you're gonna get up here and read a couple of fucking memes off of Facebook, and now you think you're a fucking full scholarship over some shit that you don't know the goddamn thing about? Give me a fucking break. This is when you shut the fuck up and listen to your elders. And on that note, guys, I have 5 hours left in my 5 days left in my loft, and I'm off to Colombia because I'm leaving the country.
Is it getting emptier?
It's empty. Can you hear the echo?
That's like I was about to say you're at one.
Yeah, man. I mean, I got the movers.
What made you choose Colombia?
I have friends that live there, and then me and my partner had a really good time there. We felt really comfortable. We went to like 6 different countries this year, and we chose Medellin because it's really close to Miami, and that's where my book of business is. So I need to be able to just get here without any drama, and it's like a literally an hour and 50-minute flight.
Wow.
Oh, that's not
Well,
bad.
I wish you nothing but love and success moving forward, and I don't
Same.
blame you. If I could get on a plane and disappear right now, believe me, I fantasize about it daily.
Jim, it is rough. I thought it was easy until I started giving away all my shit that I built for 52 years. I'm like, fuck, there goes my dresser. There goes my bed. Now I got to get a blow-up bed. Oh, man, am I really doing this shit? But I just don't feel safe. I mean, too much shit is happening too fast.
I don't blame you.
Economy, I mean, they're ripping us off. They're ripping us off. My property taxes went up. My HOA went up. Tide is $20 across the street from me. I'm just like, fuck this. I'm not going to be just taken advantage of. And plus, I'm a student of history. And I remember when I was a child in 4th grade, and I asked about the mustache man. 1, what were these people thinking? Didn't they see this shit coming? And 2, what was the United States doing? Oh, we were debating. And no, they didn't see it coming. I'm not going to sit here and spend the second half of my life fighting amongst blackguard, the incels, and fascists. I can't do it morally. I can't.
I agree.
I
If I could go, I would. I'm contemplating going back to Portugal or Spain.
Isn't it crazy that we're even having
I was going to say, I'd never in my lifetime, never, not in the United States of America, not in my lifetime have I ever contemplated leaving this country. Ever.
I am a poor country boy from Indiana. I moved to Miami and built this shit up, and now I'm just tossing it all away because I no longer feel safe around the people that I live around. They're going to put the military in the streets of Miami sometime next month. I'm not going to walk past the military. They hate me. They hate my blackness. They hate my gayness. And so, fuck it. You know, my ancestors helped build this shit, and this is the things I get. I'll take my 6-figure income and leave.
That's so sad. It's sad that this is where we are.
Asking why Portugal? Well, one, I'm Portuguese and Spaniard and German and English. And my ancestry comes from the colonizers. My ancestry comes from colonizers. So why not colonize them back? That's one. 2, it's cheap. You can live in Portugal on $2,000 a month. So if I retire, I have the ability to not only find a place to live, they also have healthcare, and why not? That's my question to you.
Yeah, my rent is
why not?
$495 in Medellin. You can't even get yourself a bathroom for $495 in Miami.
Holy hell.
There's no way. I mean, for you to get a 1-bedroom apartment in Miami, it's going to be $2,000 a month, period. If you want a little studio with no parking, no washer and dryer, and no internet, you have to carry your ass to the laundromat, $1,500 a month.
Oh my God.
That's how expensive this shit is. And then I'm supposed to sit here and spend all this money while watching the military march up and down Biscayne Boulevard? Fuck that. I'm not doing that shit.
No.
Anyway, Diaba, thanks for letting me vent. I
Of
just
course.
I see fellow black men get up on the platform and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Everything Clemento just said, that's why I'm looking in Panama.
Panama.
That's,
Yep.
That's where we're looking.
All right, guys, I'm gonna drop down. Thank you, guys.
Love you.
Thank you,
Love you
Tremendo.
guys too.
Safe travels, man.
5 days, and I'll be posting content, so I'm not gonna disappear.
Okay. We'll follow your journey. My internet froze for a second, but I think I'm back.
With that, I'm going to drop and get my line started here.
Okay, Val. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm sorry I went after him like that, but we can't have that misinformation on your page. That was dangerous.
No,
That was
no,
very
no.
dangerous.
No. You did exactly the right thing. And he was like screaming, he's like, what about you, motherfuckers? I'm like, I didn't let you down. I voted for Harris.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie, I dropped it.
Hey, Mitria.
Hello.
Hello, my God.
That was a lot of attacking to people he didn't even know.
I think we're mutuals because there was no plus sign on his thing. So I think I followed him. So I must have known him from somewhere else. But, ooh, he came right at me. Or came right at us. I'm like,
Yeah, he was
I voted for Harris. I tried.
I wanted to come up because I wanted to just say the local Fazoli's here where I live is closing, and I've decided to blame it on trans people because that seems to be the new trend. So I just thought it was important to let everybody know that I will be partaking in that and blaming trans people. No, actually, I really wanted to come up here and show you a little project that I just completed for a video that I made. And I'm not going to show you all of the slides because that's a lot, but I will show you the main one.
Okay.
That's going to get the point across.
Okay. Oh, so.
For those of you that can't read the
Thug.
word, it says thug. And I did this because going through the news cycles and seeing the words that are used for people of color, gay people, anybody not cisgender het man, they use those kind of words. So I made a video using all those same words with pictures of him. Because I think that we need to put it on the people that it actually is. He is indeed a thug. He was the one that was violent. He was the one that was radical. Even if he was in a relationship with a trans person, which I don't believe he was.
I don't either.
Everybody says that wasn't him. Except for the one person that did an interview that said he saw him kissing a trans person. This is the man that pulled the trigger.
Correct. That's why I said it doesn't matter.
So,
Even if any of it was true, he pulled it. He alone did it. That's it. He did it. That's the bottom line. Yes.
exactly. I just wanted to show that to y'all. And thank you for that also. Because you reminded me, I wanted to say that. Thank you for everybody that joined me yesterday doing horror movie trivia. That was a lot of fun. I'm going to keep trying to do something like that on the weekends, going through spooky season and stuff like that. So
I did enjoy it only because I don't watch scary movies because I can't watch them, and so I would fail miserably at any type of trivia with horror movies or scary movies.
You're fine.
I'm like, that is not my life because I don't know anything about scary movies.
Well, I am thinking, what I'm going to start doing is switching it up a little bit. I'm not just going to do movies. I'm going to do everything.
that's in spooky season.
Okay.
So I mean, if I do one that you think is your cup of tea, come on and join. We're happy to have everybody. It
I
was a
love
lot of
trivia,
fun.
so yeah. I love trivia. I just know nothing, and I mean nothing about horror movies or scary movies or anything like that because I just don't. I can't do it.
No, I get it. No, I definitely get it. I'm just one of those people. I love that stuff. So.
Yeah, Melanie Wise, that's a good question. How can a groiper date a transgender person? It seems like it doesn't match. Or sounds like an oxymoron, I guess you could say. She said.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, remember that many of them, probably 1 in 4 people in the United States or in the world actually is either gay or queer, right, in some way, shape, or form. So many of them are latent, so they're hiding who they are. So what happens when you have to hide who you are? Your hate begets hate, so you attack people in the communities that are othered, even though you're hiding yourself. But there's no definitive that anything that they're reporting on this young man is based
true.
on reality whatsoever. Yeah. No evidence at all. And for somebody who asked whose mouth is that, that's Trump's droopy mouth, because they believe he's had a medical incident.
That was him at the 9/11 memorial.
Can I ask you a question? Because I've been wanting to ask somebody this, and nobody's, I haven't heard it mentioned today. What are your thoughts on Melania going over to Britain and schmoozing with Queen Camille?
That's weird.
Don't you think that has something to also do with the Epstein
Oh,
files?
for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I think so. Can you, Mitra, will you step and talk for just a second? I'm going to run to the restroom if you guys want to chit chat for a second.
I can talk with Jen. Okay. Hello, love. How are you?
How are you?
I'm doing.
What are you doing?
Well, today I've actually been writing my very first paper for my counseling program.
Very nice.
So it's been kind of funny because, you know, it's schoolwork, and I feel kind of nerdy when I'm excited to do schoolwork, but I've enjoyed it.
I love learning. So when I'm in school, I am dedicated. So I get that. And as you know, I'm kind of a nerd too. I love to read and study, and you know, people ask me all the time, how do you know so much about everything? Well, I just read a lot, and I'm kind of a dork that way. And I don't know everything, but if I don't know something, I research it.
Right. Yeah, and that's what this is. They gave us some information about the 2020 study that they did, where 31 different counseling agencies met up and made like their rule of ethics and things like that. So it went across the board, across the whole country. And they wanted us to write about that. So I'm just doing my work. But you reminded me, by the way, when you said read, I am going to be purchasing 107 Days. It's currently available on Amazon for pre-order.
I think I pre-ordered it too.
Once I get it, and I get it all set up, I want to do a little book club. So if anybody's interested in reading Kamala's new book and having a little book club about it, let me know. And I can include everybody in a Discord or however we can do it. And we'll hang out and we'll read Kamala's book together and discuss it.
Sounds good. I think I pre-ordered it. I'll double check, but I think I did.
I just did it, and I don't know. I didn't mean to wait, but I did, and I got it for $5 off. So
nice. James, hi, welcome. James. Oh, you got bars. Your Wi-Fi is really bad. I don't know if you can move or get into a better area. It's just really sounds like alien.
Is that Eva humming?
That is Ava humming. James, can you hear us? Poor thing. Yeah, James. Oh, James, can you hear us now? Oh, okay.
He said drop me.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Perfect. Okay, Chimento 1906 just posted in this says, guys, it's me. I'm the one moving. Somebody wanted to follow him. CIMENTO 1906. He just made a post. Scroll back up a little bit. Jari, are you there?
No, I keep hitting the button by mistake. I'm not trying to get on. I'm a listener.
Okay. I got you. I love it.
Sound like me taking a shower.
I think
I was gonna say.
I like it. Hey, you're still listening. That's fine. Hey, Antonia, how are you?
Good. How are you guys?
All right. Living the nightmare like everybody else.
I know what Jem said earlier, like where somebody said they think this is gonna slowly die out over the next year. I think it's intensified things. I think it's
No, I think Jem said the opposite. Yeah, Jem said it's going to get worse before it gets better.
but you guys were talking about gang violence, and there's a really good autobiography by a former Latin king called My Bloody Life that talks about the socioeconomic reasons of why the gang violence happens. And it's a really easy read, doesn't take very long, but it's a really good book to help people understand why and how these people join these
Gangs.
gangs.
Mm-hmm. What's it called?
It's called My Bloody Life, and then there's a sequel to it called Once a King, Always a King. But it's an autobiography from the 90s of a Chicago Latin king.
Oh, wow.
As
Okay.
a child, how he got into it and how he tried to get out of it. But talks about the socioeconomic family, all of that, of why they joined the gangs.
Yeah.
The
Awesome.
author, I can't remember. It's like Raymond or something. It's not really his name, obviously, for certain reasons. He uses a fake name. Yes, Raimundo Sanchez. Yep, that's it.
Since we're recommending reading material, another great book for people to read is called Freakonomics, and there's several issues of it. Freakonomics talks about the different things that contribute to economic downfall, including taking away the access to ABs and how that impacts the foster system, the family dynamic system, and how it impacts everything moving forward from the education system, the healthcare system. If you've never read Freakonomics, I highly recommend it.
That's all I have to say about the book. I think it gets people to understand why these things happen from somebody's real point of view of living through it.
Thank you for that, Antonia. I literally have a list of books and movies and documentaries. Every time something gets mentioned to me, I just leave it here and add to it as I go. So, thank you. All right. Yeah, Jem's here. Jem's on the panel. Hey, Allie, how are you?
Hi, hello everyone.
Hello,
I
hello.
heard, I think it was Jem said about Melania coming to the UK.
Yeah.
And speaking to, I don't actually know what her name is.
Camilla.
Yeah, whatever her name is. I don't keep up with the monarchy. I think it's all bullshit. Didn't she also go to the Queen's tomb?
I don't recall.
Because I heard something about either Trump or one of his lackeys went to the Queen's tomb.
Knowing Melania, she did for a photo op.
Probably.
She likes to have her picture taken, as we all well know. Clothes are optional.
That's funny.
Although she won't want to announce that stuff publicly.
Yeah, I just think they're sending her over to get some type of information with regard to Andrew.
I do too.
What they're gonna do. Because I do think more is gonna come out.
Oh,
In
yeah.
addition to that, I mean, if you remember the first term that Trump had, Melania flew on U.S. dime to Egypt, and she did a 6-hour stay in Egypt that cost the American taxpayers over $96,000 to do a photo shoot. So I want that to sink in, because we don't talk enough about the money that Melania has spent. And then she left the White House at one point, flew to Florida, and disappeared for about 3 weeks, also on our dime, to get her kidneys redone, if you get my drift about her kidneys.
The kidneys on her chest?
Yeah. And then she left the White House and flew on a weekend to Mar-a-Lago for a spa weekend on the American taxpayers' money that cost us $65,000. So, you know, when we look at our economy that's hemorrhaging and the deficit going up and up under this administration,
They're just jet
they are
setting everywhere.
intentionally robbing the American people. And I've said this in almost every live I've been in, that they fired all these people under Doge that are working for the American people, for the federal government, as civil servants, etc. But they haven't stopped collecting those federal tax dollars from all of us. So let that sink in when you guys are looking at your grocery bills and looking at your gas prices and looking at the economy tanking. Make sure you remember that they fired almost 1 million federal workers and veterans, and we're still paying the same taxes, if not more, while the millionaires and billionaires are collecting it, and this administration is spending more and more money. $698 billion underwater right now. We've already hit, I think, $2 trillion that he has spent in 9 months.
Yeah, but fiscal conservative, huh? They weren't literally her kidneys. We're talking about probably on her chest to get them augmented. It's just the way she said, the way Jem says it. How to get her kidneys fixed.
I'm sort of glad she brought up Prince Andrew, because have you ever heard the reason in 2008 he gave for being on those flight logs? It is so unbelievably stupid. It makes Trump being an FBI informant funny. Like, it makes that look good.
Or lift, yeah.
Remember, when I say something, I'm saying it based on facts. That's literally what the White House reported. It was a kidney issue. But we all know that it was not a kidney issue.
Right.
Right, Biscott, gender affirming care.
Gender affirming care, exactly.
Everyone except the people who actually need it.
That's what they need to tell Nancy Mace and all the other women in Congress, that lip filler, Botox, that's all gender affirming care.
They did, and she lost her
I know, I
mind.
saw that. She lost her ever-loving shit because they were telling her on the House floor that all those things are actually considered gender affirming care, and she lost her shit. She crashed the fuck out.
Yeah, if you haven't heard what he said.
What did he say?
The reason why he was there.
I might have heard it, but I just don't remember.
He said that he was there to tell Jeff that they were no longer friends. It makes Trump being an FBI informant sound intelligent. And that takes a lot.
Oh my God, they're so dumb. I swear to God, they're so dumb.
Like, can you make nothing up? Because you spent the weekend with him.
Telling him we're not friends.
Not only did he not do that, he spent the weekend with him.
Oh, he could have picked up the phone or an email. They think we're dumb, honestly. Like, MAGA probably believes that shit, but do they really think that we're dumb? Like, let's be so for real.
It just really, when I heard that.
That's a long goodbye.
Right?
That's
When
so
I heard
silly.
that the first time, I was like, Does he think we're stupid?
That's crazy. He was letting Jeff down easy. Anything else, Allie?
No, just that.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. Oh, my God. Let me down easy, let me down, let me do it. That's all I can think about. Water bridge. Liberals are losers.
Why did Brokeback Mountain just pop in my head?
Liberals are losers. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What did you want to say?
I'm just trying to. Did you say almost 1 million federal workers lost their jobs? Did I hear that wrong?
I didn't stutter.
Do you mean 100,000 or do you mean 1 million?
No, I said what I said. I mean, we're talking across the board. We're talking about positions in the Pentagon, positions in the military, civil service workers, retired veterans, health and human services. You know, you want to come up here and question numbers, but you don't want to talk about what I said. And what I actually said was what happened to the tax dollars, because we're not paying those positions. So how are we in bigger debt under this administration? Answer that.
I didn't vote for Trump, just for the record. I'm not being controversial. I didn't understand that.
I didn't ask you that. I asked you, why aren't you talking about that? We, the American people, are paying all of our taxes, and we're in bigger debt now.
I agree with about 99% of what you just said.
Okay. Was there anything else you
I'm
wanted to
not
say?
being
Or?
controversial. I was just trying to make sure. No, that's all I got. I was just trying to make sure I heard that right before I researched it. That just
Because you've got FEMA, NOAA, you've got all the different CDC, you have all these different governmental agencies that have been hemorrhaging workers that they've been firing, getting rid of.
The nuclear scientist.
I know, right? So stupid. Who did you?
I'll go research. I just want to make sure. So these are jobs that are already lost, or they're gonna be lost?
I believe already.
Okay, thank you. I'll go do my homework. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I love it when they come up to question us, but don't let me go get the answer. Love it. So for all of you who want to question it, just from what we know right now, can you put me on the big screen?
Yeah, I got you.
Just from what we know right now, more than 290,000 federal civil service layoffs have been accrued already in this administration. And then down here at the bottom, public service, just under 200,000 federal workers have already left the jobs. Now, mind you, this is not accounting for the people for USAID, the people who are overseas, the U.S. veteran service members, the trans service members who have been kicked out of the military, the Health and Human Services, the Department of Defense. We're not getting the numbers. And these are just the ones that have been reported. So right here, 290,000 plus 200,000 is what?
500.
490,000. That's 500,000 right there.
That's not all the other agencies.
Exactly.
Thank you, Jim. Hey, Greg, how are you? Oh, you have to unmute. Let's see. I'll invite you to unmute.
I just muted him real quick because of the background.
Yeah, that's okay. Greg, can you unmute your mic? I invited you to unmute.
And let's not forget all of the nonprofits that rely on the grants and the federal funding also that would be considered. Department of Education, exactly. They're not reporting those numbers, guys.
And then they wonder why our hold on, unemployment numbers are horrible. Hey, Dark Angel, how are you?
How are you? Hi, Jam. Hi, Michia.
Hi.
How are you, sweetheart?
Girl, I'm doing.
Oh yeah, same here. Can't complain. We won't do shit.
Exactly.
Oh my god, I still can't. I mean, I was gonna mention CK's widow,
Yeah.
but the fact that was I the only one that saw how she was reacting yesterday?
No.
Am I the only one that saw that?
No. That gave Serena joy.
I mean, am I the only one that saw her like holding hands with another dude and her husband hasn't even been laid on the ground yet?
Whose hand was she holding?
Was all up on another guy. I mean, unless of course I have like really bad eyesight problems and I need to go get my eyes checked, which I do. But hey, I'm willing to admit that. I mean, she didn't come off like the typical grieving widow yesterday. She did not.
No.
Like,
especially not in the manner in which he was taken.
Exactly. And then she's threatening people, saying, "Oh, we have it coming." Bitch, what do we have coming? What do we have coming?
It's creepy, and I hate to say, because there's no right or wrong way to grieve, but it's been like 5 days. I mean, or 6 days. Like, this is not like it's weeks or months later. So it just seemed so incredibly scripted and not authentic and performative, if I might even add one more.
Just one more thing. Red Dawn 22 is literally making threats in your comment section. He or she just said, "Oh my God, leave her alone." I clapped back with "make me," and then he or she said, "Oh, you will see. You will soon see." Yeah, dude, that's a threat, and it ain't gonna be taken lightly in this live at all. So you can either remove yourself or you can get booted from here. Take your pick.
I don't know why Red Dawn comes here every day. I don't know. I don't get it. Why these Trumpers come in here every day and sit in my live day after day after day. I don't understand.
Because they're cowards, and they can't defend us anymore. They can't defend not just what happened to Kirk, what happened to CK, but they just can't defend what Trump is doing anymore, because there is no defending. He's destroying this country. And you know something? I think it was today. I forgot where I watched it. He literally said, like a man-child, "Oh, smart people don't like me." Well, you really just figured that out in your 70 years of being on this thing. Smart people don't like your orange ass. Really? Are you like?
We know that because you like the poorly educated.
Yep. And he is such an Oompa Loompa. I swear to God, he really is. He is such an Oompa Loompa.
He's so gross.
Like, you hate people of color, but yet you go to a tanning salon to get a spray tan to become the very thing, to try and become the very thing you ate. I don't understand that logic. I've never been able to understand that. Like, dude, you're literally going to a tanning salon
to get darker.
To try and become something you absolutely are sickened by. Can someone help me make that make sense?
No.
I can't make it make sense, but I can give you a visual. Somebody they have to spray him with that while he is naked.
Oh, Mitria.
Yeah, sorry for anybody that was having dinner.
Mitria, I see you on here every day, honey. I love you, but I'm just gonna go get something to eat now. I can't even. I seriously can't. I just can't right now. I can't. Punisher.
I got it. Don't even respond. I'm not giving them any air. They're done. It's okay. I got anything else, Dark Angel? I got one more person to bring up before I'm done.
No, honey, no. That's it. My brain feels like an etch a sketch. I'm gonna go shake it out a little bit outside and probably smack it with a tennis racket, and then we can reconvene tomorrow.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, sweetie.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, I'm not even. Don't even respond. Those are just trolls. And they want the reaction, so we're not going to give it to them. I just booted them out of here. Yeah.
I just wanted to say thank you guys for all of the gifts. But you can go ahead and drop me. I got to get my stuff around for the rest of the evening.
Okay, Mitria. Thank you, love.
But I love you all. Thank you all so much.
Love you. Bye. Uniquely, how are you? Was it an accident, Uniquely? Because I can just drop you.
That's weird. There she goes.
I should be here. I was thinking the whole time. No, I saw something that I'm not sure if it's true or not, but are they introducing legislation to take passports from American citizens that oppose Trump?
I haven't seen anything. I saw you post that in the comments. I'll have to research it. I haven't seen anything about that, but you know, and I don't know if Diava remembers this conversation we had last year when we were talking about this. When people were bragging about America First, one of the very first things I said, and I will say it again. Whenever you hear a country talk about America first or North Korea first or Germany first, if they're trying to keep people out, they're trying to keep you in because you are the labor force.
Correct.
Oh, absolutely. I believe that.
So if they're wanting to cause harm, they're going to make sure that you can't leave, and they'll find a reason to prevent people from leaving that they need to make up for the migrants that they have deported out of the country. This country just got hit really hard in Georgia with the South Korea plant closing, and that's like a $7.4 billion plant that literally 8,700 Georgians are no longer going to be employed now. So I mean, people need to start taking this very seriously. If you are sitting idly by or just going on social media and complaining and you're not writing to Congress, if you are not doing your 5 calls a day, if you're not getting involved, let's be very clear, you're part of the problem, because most of the people that I see on social media are not doing their due diligence to ensure that we're moving and progressing the nation forward. They're only there to get talking points or headline honchos, and they don't even know. I mean, we had a perfect example of the guy that was talking about Hillary today, that he'll totally take something off of YouTube, not watch the entire context of a video or an actual informational piece addressing crime, and they'll spew things. And so we're in 2025. I don't even want to talk anymore about what happened then or there. I want to talk about right here, right now, what's happening in the United States of America. Our tourism's down, our economy's tanking, our dollar is tanking, our healthcare is tanking, our education system's tanking, all under this administration. And if you do not recognize the contribution you are making by sitting idly by, not voting, not registering people to vote, not being on the right side of history, then you're on the wrong side of history and you're contributing to the demise. So make sure if you hear people talking about passports that you are encouraging people to not only get their passports done, but to make sure that all their affairs are in order if they feel they're going to need to use said passport.
Well said. Anything else uniquely?
No, that's all. That's all for today. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye. All right, y'all.
Love you all. Thanks, Tiva.
Yeah. Thanks, Jem. It's time for me to go. Thank you guys for the likes, the loves. Thank you for the my gift goals being met. Thank you for the Cash App Venmos, but more importantly, just thank you for being here and choosing to spend your Sunday with me and giving your support to my live. I really do appreciate you. I love you all. Have a great night. And I will see you guys tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, and we'll do it all over again. Mwah! Love you guys. Bye. All right, YouTube. I will see you guys tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern. Also, have a great night. Thank you.